You have to baca betul-betul, faham ayat, faham perkataan, kaji ayat, kaji reading text tu. Itu penting. Why? Because that will help to develop your language skills. Okay. Tapi kalau awak rasa macam, okay, I'm quite okay dah. Saya pun dah rasa macam confident. So you can straight away buat latihan focusing on what? Exam purpose lah. Itu dia. So maksudnya sama ada exam focused ataupun skills and language development focus. Yang mana satu awak rasa awak perlu sekarang ni. You have to make the decision lah. Okay, ada kalau written paper bulan 11 kan, you still have a few weeks. So every day you focus. Contohnya, okay, 1 hour I want to do practice focusing on what exam focus lah. Maksudnya awak buat soalan untuk jawab soalan, okay, untuk duduk exam. And then another 1 hour, maybe you can focus on the development of the skills and also language. Itu cara dia. Jangan fokus nak buat latihan. Hari ni buat 50 latihan. Rasa bagus lah tu. Tapi you have to remember, every time you do the exercises, 50 ke, 100 ke, you are doing these exercises with the current proficiency level. Proficiency yang sama, level yang sama. Buat latihan nombor 1, level tu lah awak. Latihan nombor 2 pun itulah level awak. Latihan nombor 3 pun itulah level awak. Dia level of proficiency tu tak berubah. If you don't learn anything from the exercises. Jadi awak kena belajar sesuatu from the exercises. How to learn? You have to help yourself to analyze. Analyze sentences, analyze vocabulary. So insyaAllah today I will show you how to become more aware of sentence structure and then vocabulary so that you can do independent learning at home. Kan sambil-sambil buat tu awak dah boleh fikir, okay, Madam Aida cakap macam ni. Barulah you are working for what? For your level of proficiency. Kalau awak duduk exam bahasa Inggeris dengan level of proficiency yang sama, tak ada faedahnya. Okay, sama je result dia nanti keluar. Okay, so now part 1, dia pendek je. Okay, part 1 ada 4 soalan dan dia pendek. Kalau awak tengok dekat situ, dia pendek kan. So bila dia pendek, awak tak payah baca banyak-banyak. And then after that, sebenarnya 4 soalan untuk bahagian ni, you can just answer within 2 minutes. 2 minit je, dah boleh siap dah. Percayalah cakap saya, insyaAllah 2 minit dah boleh siap. Okay, jom kita cuba tengok macam mana nak buat. Alright class, if you look at the strategy here that I have written there, kan saya tulis dekat situ, nak jawab soalan reading, number 1, look at the instruction, read the instruction, because the instruction sometimes will tell you what the text is about. So contohnya dekat sini, instruction dia cakap about restaurant. So when we are talking about restaurant, you dah boleh predict. Okay, dekat dalam test ni, exam ni, part ni ada what information about 3 restaurant. Okay, cuma restoran ni berbeza-beza. Okay, then you predict what you are reading. Okay, number 2, you have to highlight the question sebab soalan dia macam ni. Soalan dia kan pendek-pendek je. Okay, so for this part 1, I usually suggest to my students to immediately attempt to answer the question sebab soalan dia senang. So you don't have to read. Sebenarnya awak tak payah baca dulu baru jawab soalan. Okay, so this is my suggestion sahaja. But if you are not comfortable with my suggestion, believe in your current skills ataupun your current style. InsyaAllah boleh je. Okay, awak dah belajar bahasa Inggeris for how many years dah? Berbelas-belas tahun awak belajar bahasa Inggeris. So, akan ada satu style yang awak selama ni guna. Betul tak? Okay. So, if you are not comfortable with my suggestion, you can always stick to your style. Cuma awak kena janji dengan diri awak sendiri. Okay, awak cuba upskill yourself lah. Maksudnya awak cuba make your skills better. Maksudnya jawab cara sama, style yang sama, tapi awak lebih mahir dengan bahasa tu, the function of language. Nanti saya tunjuk macam mana nak mahir with the function of language tu tadi. Okay, so suggestion saya dekat sini, identify keywords. Okay, pernah tak cikgu-cikgu awak ajarkan, okay, identify keywords, betul tak? And then skim and scan, highlight keywords, semua awak highlight. So we don't want that. Sia-sia awak highlight, nampak macam bijak dah highlight banyak-banyak tu kan. Tapi dia membuang masa. Okay, so to avoid wasting time, what I suggest is you highlight 2 types of keywords. Keywords yang macam mana? Okay, satu keywords adalah keywords yang help you to locate the answer. Keywords ni ada satu jenis keyword yang dia tolong navigate awak. Dia macam maps dengan Waze lah. Dalam reading text. Dia akan bagi tahu awak, oh dekat paragraph ni jawapan dia. Dekat paragraph tu jawapan dia. So one keyword will help you to locate the answer. Okay. And then after that, you have another keyword. Okay. This second type of keyword ni, it gives you meaning. Dia tolong bagi meaning. Sama ada dia nak apa, dia akan bagi tahu. Ini yang awak kena hati-hati. Keywords that give meaning. Okay. Usually, keywords that give meaning, and you have to know vocabulary lah. Selalunya it is related to vocabulary, ya. This one. Contohnya, the use of adverbs, the use of adjectives. Awak kena tahu. The use of, apa kita panggil tu? Modifiers. Benda-benda gitu. Okay. Alright. So awak kena tahu. Why? Because it changes the meaning of the question. Penting ni. Okay. Contoh, tengok soalan nombor 1. Keywords that locate the answer is students. So lepas ni awak tak payah baca, awak cari je apa perkataan yang berkaitan dengan students in A or B or C nanti. Awak boleh cari terus je. Kita panggil apa? Scan. Okay. And then after that, we have the word best. So this word best here, ini adalah keywords yang bagi tahu maksud, meaning. Okay, students ni location, dia bagi location. Okay, so when you look at this question, is best for students. So which restaurant is best? Dia nak yang paling best. Itu maksud dia. So you have to find descriptions yang menunjukkan restoran tu yang terbaik untuk students. Okay. So sekarang ni saya nak awak try lah untuk soalan nombor 1. Saya nak awak scan sahaja. Any words related to students ataupun the exact same word students. Boleh jumpa tak dekat yang mana satu?
School uniform.
Ada.
Yes, school uniform ada kan? Dekat B ni school uniform. Okay. Cuma kita kena pastikan pula. Betul tak? This restaurant B ni is the best for students. Sebab ini exam. Ingat, exam, tugas exam, tujuan exam adalah untuk make your life miserable. Dia tak akan mudah-mudahnya kacang-kacangnya bagi kat awak. No. So what you have to do is that you have to make sure that the meaning is the same. Your job is to match the meaning dengan soalan. Okay, meaning yang soalan dalam soalan dan meaning in the text sama. InsyaAllah, if the meaning is the same, which is best for students, itulah jawapan dia nanti. Okay, so sekarang ni, cuba awak cari lagi A dengan C. Ada tak best for students? Yang sama maksud dengan student, ada tak? Sebenarnya dah tak ada. Betul tak? Tak ada. Okay, contohnya lah. Kalau pasal makan ni, and you are students, cuba infer apa yang paling best kalau makan dapat free ataupun murah. Betul tak? Kan? So, kalau awak tengok dekat sini, 50% off for your lunch if you come with your school uniform. Adakah ini the best? And you can see that the information dia bagi tahu pasal 50% off. So, this is about prices, harga makanan tu. Dan awak boleh tengok dalam A ada juga harga makanan. Betul tak? Dalam C ada juga harga makanan. Tapi cuba awak tengok meaning dia, konteks dia. Are they, yang dalam A dengan C ni, are they about students? Ataupun are they for students? Tak. And then cukup best tak? Tak. Contohnya A tak cukup best. Tak cukup best. Sebab RM15 hingga RM40. Okay, tapi tak ada diskaun. Kalau B, walaupun harga dia within 20 to 50 ringgit, tapi sebab student dapat 50% off, maksudnya 20 jadi RM10. 50 jadi RM25. Lagi murah daripada A, betul tak? Okay, so that's how you have to make sure that the meaning is the same with the question, best for students. Okay, so awak kena hati-hati. Sometimes awak boleh tengok satu perkataan tu, the keyword contohnya students here, entah-entah dalam A, B dan C juga. So your job, satu, you locate the answer and you read. Nampak tak saya baca sikit satu ayat ni? This is what we call as detail reading. Awak baca for details. Awak baca for specific information kan. So once you get the information, you have to make sure that the meaning is the same with best for students. Sebab tu jawapan nombor 1 adalah B. Because after you compare the information kan, after you have compared the information A dengan C, sebab dia pasal prices, still you can see that B is the best for students. Paling cheap lah for students. Baguslah tu. Okay, for students. Did you get the idea? Faham tak? Ke tak faham? Saya risau juga awak tak faham ni.
Faham.
Okay.
Faham, madam.
So this is number 1. Now, kita cepat-cepat buat untuk number 2, 3, 4. Semua dia nak best tapi for driver cars. Okay, for people who drive cars, people love plants and then cheap food. So bagi tahu nombor 2. Jangan baca, scan je. Apa jawapan nombor 2?
A.
Very good, very
Free
good.
parking.
Well done.
parking.
Kenapa? Sebab free parking. Can you see that?
Yes.
And then you cuba tengok. Drive cars, dia
Okay.
punya
Free parking.
free parking kan? Parking. Okay, saya nak tanya awak lah. Perkataan parking dengan drive cars ni sama maksud tak?
Related.
Related ya.
Very good, related words, right? So here, nampak tak ilmu apa yang awak guna sekarang ni? Vocabulary. Okay, it is not about meaning tau. It is about the concept brought by the word. So awak dah faham dah dia punya related words tu. Konsep dia lebih kurang. Okay, about the same thing which is drive cars or parking. All of them are about, similar ideas. Kita panggil family words lah dekat sini sebenarnya. So as you can see, that is the meaning. Sama best sebab free. Yang lain ada juga parking. Kan? Ada juga parking. Tapi yang ni kalau pergi dengan yang ni tak ada parking banyak. Yang ni kena bayar kan RM5. So that is not the best lah. The best is free, definitely. Okay, number 3. What is the answer?
C sebab garden.
Okay, very good. Garden. Yang ni memang dia tak ada keyword lain dah. Garden tu je dekat situ. Kalau awak baca yang lain pun tak ada. Okay. And then after that, number 4.
A.
Number 4.
A.
Tiba-tiba slow je.
A.
Yes, jawapan dia A. Kan mesti ada yang macam keliru. Tapi kan madam, yang C tu pun 50% off lah madam. Tapi 50% off pun nampak tak saya cakap tadi kan? Test to make your life miserable. Dia akan ada similar ideas ataupun similar information. So your job is to bandingkan. So you bandingkan this information. Which one is the best? Kalau awak tengok C, it is not the best because it requires 5 people. Betul tak? Dia akan jadi mahal dulu baru dapat separuh markah pula, separuh harga. Kena darab dulu 5 baru dapat separuh harga. Kalau tak ada 5 orang ni tak boleh lah. So this is not the best for people who like cheap food. Sedangkan dalam nombor 4 dia cakap people in general, bukan a group of people ataupun orang yang suka pergi makan in group. Tak. Sedangkan in C, it is stated that 5 people baru dapat 50% off. So kalau awak kira-kira, it is not the best. Dia masih lagi dikira mahal lah maksudnya. Okay. So dapat dah baca dia punya jawapan. Itu je. Simple tak? Simple. Tapi knowledge yang awak kena ada tu banyak. Can you see that? Satu, awak kena ada synonyms. Synonyms. Dia bukan yang sama maksud tapi related words tu. Kita panggil synonymous words. Related words. Family words. Itu satu knowledge yang awak kena ada. Satu lagi knowledge yang awak kena ada is skimming and scanning. You tak boleh baca it sells original Malay food. The food is mostly sweet. Tak boleh. Okay, you have to make sure that you are able to identify the keywords tu. Itu cara dia, barulah jadi laju. Okay, kalau awak guna cara yang saya suggest ni, awak boleh jawab dalam masa 40 minit sahaja. 75 minit kan? 40 minit siap semua soalan, insya-Allah. Tapi kena check balik lah sebab ada lebih masa kan. Saya dah try dah. InsyaAllah, within 40 minutes awak boleh jawab semua soalan. Okay. Cumanya nanti masa yang lebih awak guna untuk check balik. However, janganlah macam Macam, okay, Madam Aida cakap boleh jawab 40 soalan. Okay, saya ni dah selepas berapa belas tahun saya mengajar ni, dah tahun ke berapa, 14 tahun dah saya mengajar. Sebab tu saya ada skills tu. Okay, bukan senang nak ada skills tu, kena belajar lah, kena mengajar lah, kan? Saya faham your situation. Okay, even though I teach you these skills, still you have to make sure that you try. Awak akan tengok skill saya yang saya ajar ni macam quite berbeza sikit, ataupun awak tak pernah jumpa pun, kan? So, saya nak awak try. Tapi kalau awak tak selesa, still you have to read everything. Sebab apa? Sebab was-was lah, madam, was-was. Okay, nanti saya bagi tahu macam mana nak hilangkan was-was tu. Okay, saya takut time buat latihan boleh, time buat exam jadi susah. Okay, ya betul. Ada orang macam tu. Okay, now kita pergi kepada part 2. InsyaAllah kejap lagi saya akan attend that questions lah. Macam mana madam, saya ni was-was lah, apa benda lah, anxiety lah. InsyaAllah I will also talk about that. Okay, so bismillah, tengok pula part 2. Okay, part 2 and onwards lah. Part 2, 3, 4, 5 until 7, dia dah start panjang. Okay, meaning that you are going to read more complex structure. Struktur dia lagi panjang, struktur dia lagi kompleks, lagi susah. Meaning that more vocabulary knowledge that you need, more grammar knowledge that you need, lagi banyak benda. So, saya dah tulis dah dekat situ kan. Okay, dalam nota, bukan nota, paper yang saya bagi tu dah ada. Okay, tapi kalau macam awak rasa macam macam tak ada pun, okay, awak boleh snap picture ni. Nanti after class insyaAllah saya bagilah the paper yang saya conteng-conteng ni. Okay, so if you look at here, skills ni kan, kalau awak tengok skills tu. Okay, skills ni is very important. These are the things that you have to have when you are answering the question. Macam saya cakap tadi, identifying main idea lah. And then you must scan lah. Lepas tu you must know the synonyms lah. And then ada satu lagi benda yang awak kena tengok dekat sini, yang awak kena mahir, which is connotations. Apa itu connotations? Connotations ni awak cuba faham dia punya penggunaan, maksud. Okay, penggunaan perkataan tu according to context. Dia punya meaning. Okay, connotations yang paling senang yang saya nak awak fokus dekat sini is either that information, maksudnya perkataan ataupun ayat ataupun phrases ataupun clauses, dia boleh dalam bentuk ayat, dalam bentuk perkataan, dalam bentuk what we call that frasa ataupun klausa dalam bahasa Melayu, itulah nama dia kan. Okay, cuma what is the information yang penting awak kena faham, sama ada meaning dia membawa maksud negatif ke positif, baik ke buruk. Meaning that the situation tu, the description tu menunjukkan sesuatu yang buruk ataupun sesuatu yang baik. Dia bukannya negative positive words macam contoh, I'm so sorry, stupid. Stupid tu memang negative words. Dia negative in terms of meaning dan juga negative in terms of apa? Moral kan, tak elok. Value dia pun tak elok juga. Okay, connotations ni dia terlibat juga dengan meaning dan sometimes dia macam story ataupun event. Contohnya, she runs away from this from the person. Benda tu normal je. She runs away from the person. Tak ada apa-apa masalah pun dalam ayat tu. Cuma situation ataupun cerita tu kita faham bila awak melarikan diri daripada orang, contohnya keluarga awak, the situation is a little bit of negative sebenarnya. Dia membawa maksud macam connotation dia, konteks dia negatif. Kenapa nak lari daripada orang? Tak baiklah macam tu. Orang datang rumah awak lari. Okay, but it depends on context. That is the reason why saya cakap tadi, connotation ni dia terlibat dengan konteks, iaitu cerita. So whether the cerita brings idea negative or positive. So you must know how to identify this. Kejap lagi saya tunjuk contoh macam mana nak tengok negative and positive connotation ni tadi. Okay. Apa dia ni? The word expensive in box C, can that become another reason on how it contradicts the word cheap? Hence why the answer is A. Yes, betul Lisa. Okay, we have a friend here asking about the word expensive tadi kan. Yang tadi, soalan tadi. Yang soalan tadi dia cakap in this in the box C, dia ada perkataan expensive. Alright, that is also a good one lah. Because why? It contradicts with the word cheap tu tadi pun boleh juga. This is what I said or what I meant with connotation tadi. Okay, connotation tadi. So connotation dekat sini expensive ni negatif. Kan? Benda dia membawa maksud yang negatif. Dekat sini kita nak cheap, benda yang positif, benda yang kita nak, suka. Alright. That is another way lah. Okay, yang kita boleh buat. Okay. Tapi dekat sini awak boleh tengoklah sebenarnya reading, it is all about keywords. Awak jangan takut. Reading sebenarnya keywords dia dah ada dalam teks. Okay, so jawapan dia semua ada dalam teks. Awak tak perlu nak risau. Awak kena cari keywords itu sahaja. Alright, now after that you need to also know what we call that text structure dekat sini. Okay, text structure ni apa? Kenapa penting text structure ni? Because you need to see the flow of ideas. So the flow of ideas ni awak kena tahu in your exam for speaking dengan writing. I'm sure you have learned what organization, ada introduction apa semua kan. This is flow of ideas. So you have to make sure that awak punya content body itu disusun mengikut organization yang jelas dan nyata. Okay, so you have to have one organization styles that you kena guna. Sama juga reading. When you are reading or when you are listening, you should be able to identify the flow of ideas. Either they are cause and effects, problem solutions, ataupun kita panggil apa tu? Chronological order. Chronological order ni ikut apa? Masa. Ataupun lepas tu kita ada sequence. Banyaklah text structure ni. So if you don't know what is text structure, what you can do is that cuba Google tengok macam mana maksud dia, apa maksud dia. Okay. Alright, now macam mana nak jawab part 2 since it is already getting longer now. Okay, ada dua method ataupun ada dua strategi. Method 1, you can skim the text first. Method number 2, immediately answer the question. Okay, so you can choose lah. It depends on your level of proficiency and also your style. Yang mana awak lagi selesa. Okay, for some people, they love to go through the text first. Sebab diorang lebih yakin macam tu. Cuma, you have to make sure that when you read the text, you read fast. Atau you skim sahaja. Okay, skim tu macam mana? Selama ni kita dengar skimming and scanning, tapi tak tahu macam mana nak skim. Tak tahu apa benda lah benda tu sebenarnya. Okay, so let's look at skimming. If you want to skim a text, always go for something that is important, macam title, headings, benda-benda macam tu. Okay, so when you skim a text, awak tengok tajuk dia dulu. Kalau ada tajuk, tengok tajuk. Oh, okay, so this is a story pula. This is a letter. Okay, and this letter is about concern. Now, I want you to tell me the word concern membawa maksud yang positif ke negatif bagi awak?
Negatif.
Negatif kan? Dia menunjukkan ada isu dekat sini, ada masalah. So, you can already predict the text will talk about something that is negative lah, or negative things. Lepas tu relatekan dengan subject matter. So the subject matter here we are talking about concern and then hotel. Oh, okay, ada problem lah dengan hotel ni. Sekarang ni tak payah baca, awak dah boleh imagine. Mesti pasal check-in. Satu, sebab awak dah nampak check-in dekat sini. Mesti pasal bilik dia kotor lah. Mesti bilik dia macam tu lah. Mesti macam tu, macam ni. Can you see that you can already predict what you are going to read in the text? Okay, so now awak dah nampak dia punya possible topics tu. Lepas tu awak pergi pula each paragraph sebab awak nak skim. Awak nak baca dulu baru jawab. Okay, so bila awak skim, awak cuma baca, awak ada pilihan. Satu, you read for the first sentence dengan the final sentence for each paragraph. However, sometimes for part 2 and part 3, sebab tu saya masuk part 3 sekali sebab dia lebih kurang sama je skills dia untuk semua parts ni, okay? So part 2 dengan part 3, dia memang panjang text. However, for each paragraph, usually the paragraphs are short. Kadang-kadang paragraph tu ada 3 je ayat. So kalau awak baca ayat pertama, lepas tu ayat akhir, ibaratnya awak baca semua satu paragraph tu. Can you see that? Okay. So usually I don't really encourage my students to read the first sentence and the last sentence in paragraph. Okay. Cara yang saya suka buat kerana cara ni saya rasa lebih berkesan untuk identify main idea tu. Okay, this is according to my preference jugalah. Adalah dengan cara guna yang C ni. Kalau awak tengok C ni, boleh nampak tak? Scan for synonymous words. Okay, you need to know class. Bila kita menulis karangan, you ke other writers, when they write essays, one paragraph is always about similar ideas. Cuma awak akan nampak lah ada artikel-artikel dekat luar sana selalunya digabung dalam satu paragraf ada 2 ideas ataupun 3 ideas. So awak kena hati-hati. Sebab tu I told you need to know the text structure tadi. Kalau awak tahu text structure, awak boleh analyze the paragraph. Adakah dia mengandungi 2 idea yang berbeza ataupun not 2 ideas which are different, tapi sebenarnya 2 jenis explanation. Satu problem, satu solution. Satu cause, satu effect. Ataupun reasons dengan what examples. Okay. So you need to know how to analyze the paragraph in order for you to understand the main idea dalam satu paragraph tu. Jadi, contoh dia sini. Tengok ya, saya demonstrate dekat awak. Paragraf pertama ni, tengok paragraf yang tengok paragraf yang kedua ni. Sorry, bukan paragraf pertama, yang kedua ni. So if you look at this second paragraph, okay, awak scan, okay, apa dia punya konsep yang ada dekat sini. Number 1, dia cakap apa? Okay, dia cakap my trip ni. Tengok dates, very important you look at dates. So dia datang, current one adalah 2022. Tapi dia pernah datang in 2021. Look at that. Oh, sebab dia cakap macam ni, I was in Kuala Lumpur for business trips in my 2021 trip. So ada 2 trips dah sekarang ni. Okay. So you kena hati-hati because ada what? Text structure. Text structure apa ni? Past. And then current. Nampak tak text structure dia? Ada chronological order dekat sini ya. Okay. I looked forward. Dia cakap, okay. So dia dah ada 2021 and then ingat ya kita cakap pasal concern. Kita cakap pasal concern, cari negative words. Can you find any negative words in paragraph number 2?
Shocked.
Was shocked. Kan lagi?
Find out the
Kan. And then tengok numbers. Pukul 2, pukul 3. Check in. Lama tak tunggu tu? 1 hour. Kan 1 hour waiting. Look at that. So so that is the concern lah. Concern dia yang pertama dekat sini. So awak boleh tulislah nota dekat sini. Kalau nak, kalau saya tak buat lah. Tapi kalau awak nak buat lah. Concern 1 pasal time. Kan, check-in time awak buat dekat situ. Concern number 1. Tunggu lama. Gitulah. So awak dah dapat dah. Oh, idea tentang paragraph number 1 ni is about time. Check-in time. Okay. Cuba kita buat sekali lagi untuk paragraph number 3. I want you to try to find all the negative words. Sebab concern sekarang ni, apa concern dia yang kedua, yang next one?
Not available.
Nampak tak yang negatif kan? Siapa not available ni? The manager not available kan? Tengok dia punya subjek dia, manager not available. Nak jumpa manager pula tak ada. Not available. Apa benda lagi? Lagi?
Long queue.
Long queue. Very good. That is also negative situation. Connotation, penggunaan cerita tu ataupun information tu menunjukkan sesuatu yang negatif. This is negative experience lah. Bad experience. Siapa ni? VJ. Yang VJ experience kan? Lagi apa lagi? Pula dia cakap 2 ages. Kan tak jumpa pula room booking documents ni 2 ages. Lagilah kena tunggu negative information. So this yang dekat sini ni pasal apa awak rasa? Siapa yang cakap not available? Siapa yang menyebabkan dia long queue? Siapa yang menyebabkan tak jumpa room booking documents ni? Staff. So concern number 2 pasal apa? Staff. Service kan? Services by the staff. Teruk betul servis dia. Dia suruh aku tunggu. Cheese. Kan? Sebab dia cakap macam mana? The receptionist. Can you see that? Lepas tu when I ask to see manager, he. I was told, siapa yang cakap kat dia? Staff tu lah. I was told that he was not available. Ni semua staff punya. So concern number 2 is about staff punya services lah. Kan dah dapat main idea. Awak perlu baca semua ke? Macam saya cakap tadi lah, tak perlu baca semua, tapi awak scan, you can already see the information tu by looking at the vocabulary used. Vocabulary tu semua, cuba awak tengok receptionist, kan dia cakap manager. Manager pula tak ada. Okay, lepas tu receptionist tu pula tak jumpa document. So awak letak these words together, apa dia punya konsep yang lagi besar ataupun the group of information tadi? Staff. Baguslah. Maksudnya you can see, okay, the concept brought by all this vocabulary. Konsep dia adalah perkhidmatan staff tersebut ataupun service by the workers lah. Okay. Did you get the idea here? Faham tak? Macam mana reading tu untuk baca dengan laju, you don't even have to read word by word, but you can only scan words and you can put them together kan dalam satu group. Awak cuba tengok, okay, apa dia punya kategori yang besar? Staff lah, ni service pasal staff. Yang tadi paragraf pertama pasal apa? Time. Macam tu jugalah awak punya writing dengan speaking. Kalau awak explain pasal advantages, focus on advantages. Kecuali awak buat macam comparison and contrast. Kalau awak cakap pasal what we call that effects about health, so only focus on health. Macam itulah. Kena ada fokus. Baru kita panggil that paragraph ada unity. Okay, dia sama je. Reading, writing, speaking, listening, the same thing. In the listening, kan, in the listening test, when you listen to the listening audio, you should be able to identify these words. Lepas tu identify apa dia punya main idea. Itu untuk listening dalam part 3 especially. Sangat penting. Okay, so now, this exact same skills yang saya tunjuk ke awak ni, negative kan, connotation ni semua, will be used again in part 3, part 4, especially part 5 nanti. Awak akan tengok, benda yang sama je sebenarnya awak akan kena buat. Okay, so now let's look at what dia punya soalan. Okay, so after you have scheme, semua ni awak dah skim sampailah hujung ni, then you can start attempting the question. Kalau selalunya saya terus attempt to answer the question lah. Selalunya macam tu, saya terus buat macam tu je. Okay, so kalaulah awak terus what we call that attempt answering the question, sama macam tadi, identify keywords. Okay, class. Keywords ni ada 2 tempat kalau dalam part 2 and onwards ni. Keywords can be from the question and also from the choices of answers given. So you can use the choices of answers to help you to identify the answers as well as the keywords in the text. InsyaAllah, you will be able to choose the answer. Jangan risau. Keywords dalam reading text mesti kena ada. Reading text tak boleh tanya benda di luar daripada konteks reading text tersebut. Dia akan jadi invalid. Okay? So all the information must be from the reading text. So awak jangan takut. Mana jawapan dia? Mana jawapan dia? Aku tak boleh nak jawab lah. Relax. Relax, tarik nafas. Kaji dia punya vocabulary. InsyaAllah you can answer the question. Okay, now let's see. Number 5, the first VJ stayed at Classico Hotel. He was, tengok dia fill in the blanks ni. Okay, you have to complete the statement. So, completing statement macam ni, soalan dia adalah true or false ataupun not given. So, maksud dia, you have to make sure either A or B or C sama tak maksud dengan yang dalam reading text. Your job here is to match the information. Kalau A tu sama maksud dengan information in the reading text, meaning that is the answer. Kalau dia tak sama maksud ataupun tak dapat carilah, tak jumpalah, that is not the answer. Itu cara dia. Okay, jom kita buat. Dia cakap kat sini. Apa keyword yang penting kat sini? First time, kan saya cakap keywords yang menunjukkan location dan juga keywords yang menunjukkan meaning. So tadi kita dah nampak dah first time tadi kan. So this is keywords lah untuk tunjukkan location. Okay, so when you read the text, terus dia pergi cari first time. First time dia tahun bila tadi? 2021. So nanti terus pergi. Kan tak payah baca dah paragraf lain. Okay, so dia surprise ke, dia excited ke, dia happy?
Surprise. Sama dengan shock.
Yeah, sama dengan shocked. Tengok tu, sebab awak dah skim dah tadi, senang lah kan? So kalau awak belum skim, okay, awak kena pergilah, tadi first trip. So awak kena carilah, yang ni 2020, yang ni 2021. Okay, lepas tu dia cakap surprise, sama dengan shock tu dekat situ. Sama maksud tak? Sama maksud lah sebab dia cakap kat sini, surprise that he had to wait. Betul tak yang shock tu related to had to wait? So awak tengok balik, ni nak verify answer ya. Awak tengok balik, awak tengok shocked, lepas tu it is about time. 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock only then you can check in. Maksudnya awak kena menunggu. Sama tak maksud dengan had to wait? Sama maksud. So that is the reason why the answer is A. Then dah, habislah cerita. Pergilah pula soalan number 6. Perlu ke tengok lagi B and C? Boleh. Boleh nak tengok. Kalau awak jenisnya macam, aku kan tak nak tengok BC ni, takut buang masa, tapi aku ragu-ragu. Kan? Hati cakap, kau kan tu salah nanti kakak. Mulalah dia hasut diri dia sendiri ya. Okay. So, kalau awak ada masalah ni, was-was, what you have to do is that you just need to verify. Verify. Kalau awak tak yakin, verify. So, apa yang awak buat tadi? Macam yang saya tunjuk tadi. Surprise sama dengan shocked. And then sama tak maksud dengan to wait for a long time? Sama maksud because konsep dia pasal masa tadi. Dia sampai pukul 2 PM. Tapi dia kena tunggu check in boleh pukul 3. Kena menunggu. Sama tak maksud dengan to wait? Sama. So that's how you verify for B and C kalau awak tak yakin. So carilah excited. Kalau awak pergi tengok dekat paragraf yang tadi, ada tak dia mention dia excited? Ada tak anything, information related to excited?
Ada.
Tak ada pun, not given. Not, apa dia?
I was
Again,
looking for stay, tapi lain lah, konteks dia lain.
Konteks lain. Konteks.
I was looking forward to stay at the hotel because it was new.
Okay, alright. So dekat sini, mana tadi? I was looking, I look forward to staying at your hotel because it was new. Okay, dekat sini, masa yang ini bukannya dia excited to visit different parts of the hotel. Adakah perkataan excited ni related to the hotel was new ataupun to visit different parts of the hotel?
Tak, madam.
Tak sama kan? Sama maksud, tak sama maksud. Tak sama maksud bukan jawapan dia. Okay, and that is also not the reason why he feels excited dekat situ macam looking forward kan, looking forward nak pergi hotel dia. Tak, that is not because of that is not the question here, because the question said first time he was surprised. Yang itu lagi betul dekat sini because kalau awak jawab yang ni, mana tadi? I looked forward, itu cuma perasaan dia. Memang dia mula-mula look forward to stay dekat situ. Kemudian ada masalah. Cuma kalau awak pilih, kalau awak rasa dia, look forward ni sama dengan excited, okay, boleh jadi. Cuma tengok dia punya the whole idea. Yang ni staying at your hotel. Bukan sama maksud dengan visit different parts of the hotel. So tak sama maksud, bukanlah jawapan dia. Okay, alright. So awak kena always check the answer, verify. So keywords tu jangan tengok yang ni je, surprise, excited, happy. Jangan, tengok sekali dengan dia punya predicate. Dekat sini bila awak membaca, you have to identify subject dengan verb dengan predicate. Awak kena tahu subjek dia pasal apa dan apa idea dia, which is in the predicate you can get the idea. Predicate tu apa? Penghabisan ayat. ayat yang ujung-ujung tu kan, penghabisan ayat selepas daripada kata kerja, that is predicate. So you kena tengok apa idea yang ada dalam predicate tu tadi. Okay, so if you look at the predicate in I was looking forward tu tadi, predicate dia bukan pasal different parts of the hotel, not about visiting different parts. Okay, so you kena hati-hati dekat situ. That's how you verify your answer. Itu je. So sama juga kalau jawapan dia A, betul ke jawapan dia A? Verify. Barulah awak tak rasa ragu-ragu. Verifying the answer, senang je. Check the vocabulary. Sama maksud vocabulary, itulah jawapan dia. Okay. Alright. Vocabulary dengan sentence tu lah, the whole sentence, ya. The whole information. Okay, so now saya nak pilih nombor 8 ni. Cuba jawab soalan nombor 8. Dia cakap Vijay is unhappy with room 1505 and then because. So this is to locate the answer. Cari jawapan dia, scan this word only. And he was unhappy, this is for meaning. And this is also for meaning lah because dia nak reason. Okay. Kenapa dia unhappy? Is it because of the bathroom has no water or room is dirty or carpet is old? Kenapa saya buat anak panah? Okay, awak tak payahlah buat anak panah ni, tapi kalau nak buat pun boleh, tak dosa pun. Saya buat anak panah supaya awak nampak relationship of subject dengan dia punya predicate tu. Okay, the idea tadi. Okay, so betul ke bathroom has no water? So
Alah.
kita check. Salah. Kenapa salah?
Sebab dia bathroom tu tak ada air panas je. Water.
Yes, very good. Okay, so because yang ni maksud dia ataupun information dia is about hot water. Yang tadi water sahaja. So sama maksud tak? Tak sama maksud. No. And then B, apa jawab B dia punya jawapan ya ke B? Ke bukan B?
Sebab
Okay.
tandas kotor.
Okay, the room is dirty. Sebenarnya yang kotor adalah
toilet.
Tandas. Very good, toilet. Okay, can you see that? Dia bercakap tentang bathroom kat sini. And then dia cakap, there was moss on the tiles. So tiles ni is what tiles? Dekat mana dalam toilet tu lagi? Still we are talking about the toilet here. Okay, alright, about the bathroom lah. Okay, lepas tu jawapan dia kalau A bukan, B bukan, maksud dia jawapan dia C lah.
C.
The carpet is old. Bagi tahu saya synonyms old dalam teks.
Worn out.
Very good, worn out kan? So that is the answer. Sama maksud? Yes, sama maksud. Sama tak information dia? Sama information dia. So that is the answer for 8. C lah jawapan dia. Okay, alright, number 9. Semalam ada someone asked me number 9. So what will Vijay do in the future? So nampak tak perkataan future? So if there is words macam concept future ni, you have to find vocabulary yang menunjukkan concept future. Okay, so I want you to tell me, okay, in the text nanti, apa perkataan yang menunjukkan concept future. Alright, but before that, look at the choices of answers first. Okay, so A, dia cakap, he will call the manager. Okay, in future ni, he will call the manager to describe the details of the problem. He will stay at other hotels. Okay, and then he will give advice on how to repair the bathroom. So in the future, yang mana satu dia akan buat? Dia akan buat A ke B ke C? Okay, so now I want you to go back to the paragraph, bukan paragraph, I mean the text. Cari yang berkaitan dengan future. Dekat mana jawapan dia?
I'm not sure, like to come back.
Yes, very good. Kan, I'm not sure if I would like to come back. Tell me which word shows future ataupun synonymous to future.
Would like.
Again.
Come back again.
Very good. Kan, if I would like to come back, okay, yang tu would like tu boleh. Okay, in future, something that you plan to do. Betul tak? Okay, because this is conditionals ni. Kalau ada if ni, kita panggil conditional. So, if I would like, itu conditionals that you are like thinking kalau awak nak buat lagi. So, and then the word again also is showing future. So, the answer must be from this sentence. So, from this sentence, what is the meaning, apa yang awak boleh faham. So boleh pilih dah A, B, C. Yang mana satu jawapan dia?
B.
B.
B. Betul tak kan? Because maksud dia sama. Okay, why? Because dia cakap, I would like to, okay, if I would like to come back. Okay, I'm not sure, dia cakap. So not sure meaning that dia dah macam dah tawati tak nak pergi ke sana dah. So it the same meaning ataupun closest. Okay, closest in meaning with B. He will stay at other hotels during his business trips. The end. Habis cerita dia. Okay. So itu cara dia nak jawab soalan ni. You kena faham dia punya konsep. Especially apa? Vocabulary dekat sini sebenarnya. Okay. So awak kena faham vocabulary tu menunjukkan apa. InsyaAllah. The clue is already there in the text. Your job is to find this clue. Ataupun kita panggil evidence. Reading comprehension question. Jawapan kena ada evidence. Evidence dia dekat mana? In the reading text. So, awak jangan risau. Tak ada pun soalan ni salah lah. Okay, jangan risau. Soalan tu, jawapan dia akan ada dalam reading text. So, stay calm. Okay, cuba baca balik tempat yang awak rasa itulah jawapan dia kot. Okay, baca balik and look for keywords. InsyaAllah, you will see the answer later. Sebab tu saya cakap, kena hati-hati. In which you have to make sure that the meaning lah. Okay, meaning is the same. Kena ingat tu. Okay, so do you have any question for part 2? Ada tak? Saya tak akan tengok semua soalan lah. Nanti kita tak sempat nak buat sampai teks yang lain-lain pula.
What
Okay.
does number 7, madam?
Number 7, jawapan dia C. Okay, jawapan dia C. Nanti, after class, I will tell you, I will give you this paper yang saya conteng-conteng ni, saya akan bagi, don't worry. And then saya akan letak jawapan siap-siap lah. Okay, so that you can see the answer. Sebenarnya, kalau awak ada dalam, kalau selalunya benda, answer for this dah ada, dah online, awak kena cari je. Okay. Alright, now let's go to part 3. Okay, part 3 I'm not going to focus in so detail. Why? Because dia sama macam part 2. Okay, so the level for part 3 and part 2, dia similar level. Dia CEFR level lah, maksudnya proficiency level tu lebih kurang sama susah. Alright, in which taklah susah sangat. Sebenarnya dia B1 level. B1 to B2, tapi I can say that it is B1 level. B1 maksudnya pertengahan rendah maksud dia. Okay, so you still can answer the question dengan senang sebenarnya, maksudnya there is a huge possibility for you to get correct answers banyak untuk part 3. Okay, so kalau awak tengok nota strategi dan juga skills yang saya letak in this part ni, dia sama sahaja. So I'm not going to repeat that. Sama. Why? Because the skills and the strategies are just the same. So you have to decide whether to immediately answer the question ataupun you skim and scan first. Okay. Cuma untuk part 3, usually the type of text that you are going to read is stories. Dia selalunya story. Okay, literature sikit lah. Okay, dia boleh jadi short story lah ataupun a part like an excerpt from a novel. Jadi awak kena pastikan part 3 ni awak tahu what text structure. Text structure. Sebab in stories, dia punya text structure sometimes they involve sequence of events. Sequence of events ni mula-mula present. Lepas tu tiba-tiba dia ada flashback pula. Lepas tu tiba-tiba dia berangan pula in the future. Okay. So if you cannot see the flow of ideas ni ataupun the text structure, what will happen? Awak akan pening kepala. Tadi mati dah, tiba-tiba hidup balik ni dah macam mana? Kan? Ada cerita dia. Tak silap saya session 3 2021 tak silap saya. Dia pasal cerita ada one guy, sebenarnya dia dah mati dah. Tapi dalam cerita tu, tiba-tiba dia hidup balik. Sebenarnya that is a flashback. So you must be very careful with the text structure. Nanti pening kepala, okay? Kenapa saya cakap, dia dengar macam ridiculous je. What the type of questions tu tahu kan, jenis-jenis teks tu macam ridiculous, macam funny je. Tapi for students with lower level of proficiency, sebab kita ramai ni kan, tak semua orang dalam kelas hari ni level of proficiency tinggi, betul tak? Okay. Even yang level proficiency tinggi pun, bila you baca, you might understand differently than what the writer is trying to convey. Listen, class, when you read, you must understand as what the writer is intending to tell you lah. Writer tu sebenarnya dia tulis apa maksud dia, itu yang awak kena faham. Not according to your own understanding. Dia nak cakap pasal ni quote, tak payahlah nak pakai quote banyak sangat. Okay, you have to make sure you understand as what the writer is trying to tell you. Macam awak tu penulis. So sebab tu when it comes to reading text, it's very important for you to try to analyze the sentence structure, the context, connotation tadi yang saya cakap tu. Try apa ni, this writer ni nak tunjuk apa? Sarcasm ke? Ada figurative meaning tak? Ke dia literal meaning sahaja? You must try to figure that out. Tak boleh ikut suka hati. Aku rasa macam ni je lah kot. Itu yang jadi sedap macam sedap je C, okey lah tanda C. Tak boleh. Okay. Nak pastikan dapat markah tinggi, you kena ada skills untuk analyze the text tu. Okay. So dekat sini, macam yang saya cakap tadi, kalau awak guna skills yang vocabulary ni, negatif, positif, apa semua ni, insyaAllah, even though you have lower level of proficiency, but since you are aware of the use of vocabulary, awak aware kan, ni vocabulary ni kan macam negatif je maksud dia. Aku rasa ni negatif ni. Macam tu. Okay, so bila awak realize that, awak boleh faham the text better. That's how we do reading lah sebenarnya. Okay, so for this part 3, I don't want to look at all the question here. Cuma saya nak suruh awak apply balik all the skills that I have taught you just now. Saya pilih soalan yang macam tiba-tiba lain dan juga macam dia ada maksud figuratif sikit ataupun berbeza sikit. Okay, mari kita cuba tengok number 13. Number 13 first. Okay, number 13, dia cakap, how did Dolly get from Burma to the plantation? Okay, so dia tanya from Burma to the plantation. So these are the places, place number 1, place number 2. Okay, and then kita ada ship, ferry, train. So your job is to find the sequence. Dia guna ship dulu ke, dia guna train dulu ke, dia guna ferry dulu ke. So dekat sini ada flow of ideas ataupun ada text structure. Text structure dia apa? Sequence ataupun maybe chronological order. Nampak? Kalau awak dah ada kesedaran, awareness about text structure, it will be easy for you because you dah boleh imagine. Soalan ni aku tahu dah examiner nak tanya pasal apa. Gitu. Sampai awak boleh jadi examiner ataupun question designer. Okay? So awak dah boleh jadi dah. Okay, so dia nak tanya pasal sequence ni. Okay, jom kita pergi cari. And then dia punya keyword apa? Ship ataupun train ataupun ferry kan. Jumpa tak paragraph yang ada these words?
Ada.
Kan, paragraph berapa?
5.
Paragraph 5. Ya Allah, senang je. So, dia pergi dengan ship dulu ke, train dulu ke, ferry dulu?
Ship.
Ship. Lepas ship?
Ferry.
Ferry. Lepas ferry?
Train.
Train. Okay, tapi betul ke? Semula dah tu penyakit orang was dia kan. Betul ke? Ke ada tiba-tiba kapal terbang pula kat sini. So dekat situ awak kena pastikan you scan a little bit ataupun you skim a little bit so that you can macam yakin. Okay, memang itulah jawapan dia. Sebab tu saya cakap tadi. Okay, ada orang ada penyakit was-was tu kan. Saya tak boleh deny that what we call that penyakit ataupun situation tu because these feelings can make you macam susahnya nak buat decision. Lepas tu nanti padam, tulis. Okay, so nak hilangkan that possibility yang awak duk padam tulis tu. Alright, so you skim. You tengok idea dia. Okay, ship dock dekat Georgetown. And then after that, dia naik pula ferry. They took ferry to Butterworth. And then, plantation. Okay, so maksudnya betul lah. Okay, akhirnya dia punya location sampai ke plantation. Sama tak macam soalan tadi? Sama. Cuma betul ke yang ni dari Burma? Sebab dia tanya pasal Burma. So you scan. Dia tak perkataan Burma. Adalah kat sini Burma. Okay, tapi dia cakap ayat ni. It had been hard enough to leave India for Burma. Oh, maksudnya dia sebelum ni dari India ke Burma. So sekarang dekat Burma dia nak pergi Malaysia pula, which is the plantation tu tadi. So betul lah, memang from Burma to what the plantation. Maksudnya apa yang awak baca tadi betul. Maksudnya dia pergi naik apa tadi dulu? Dia naik apa dulu? Ship kan. Lepas tu dia naik ferry, lepas tu dia naik train. So that is the reason why the answer is A. Nampak tak dia punya apa yang saya demonstrate tadi? Saya demonstrate skills supaya awak boleh jawab dengan senang, laju, and after that you boleh verify your answer. Kalau saya tanya kenapa jawapan dia A, awak boleh cakap dah sebab text structure dia bermula daripada sequence ship. Dari ship tu dia sampai Georgetown. Yang masa dia naik ship tu dia memang dari Burma. Macam mana awak tahu dari Burma? Because awak skim previous paragraph. Nampak tu, awak skim je, awak skim and scan. Tengok betul tak dia dari Burma. Okay. And then after that, dia naik ferry. Lepas tu dia naik train. Dekat train tu dia cakap akhirnya dia sampai plantation. That's it. That is the answer. That's how you verify the answer. Okay. Lepas tu, okay, bila dah verify answer, kalau awak rasa macam tak yakin lagi B dengan C ni, cubalah check B and C. Buat cara yang sama. Saya rasa memang tak ada dah information lain, betul tak? Tak ada dah. Okay, awak scan lah macam mana pun tetap dia kembali pada A. Okay, alright, now number 14. 14 ni is a good example of question yang macam awak akan keliru lah. Number 14. Dolly wanted her drawing book because dia nak macam sebab lah, reason. So dia kenapa dia nak? So awak kena fill in the blanks kan? Because she had not drawn for a long time. She wanted to remember the beautiful views. Okay, C. She needed to look at her pictures of southern Burma now. Betul ke dia nak buku tu sebab dia dah lama tak melukis? A. Betul ke dia nak buku tu sebab dia nak remember macam what we call that, nostalgia ni. Oh, teringat tengok plantation tu, apa tu, tengok keadaan tu, dia teringat dekat drawing book dia sebab dia teringat beautiful views, dia nak ingat, dia nak keep in her memory. Ataupun C, needed to look at her pictures of southern Burma sebab dia terkenangkan Burma ke, kan? Okay, now go back to the text. Boleh jumpa tak drawing books? Perkataan drawing book. Ada. Which one? Where?
Dekat last kali.
Oh, last kali ni.
Drawing book.
Kan. So, kenapa she missed her drawing book? Awak kena baca sikit dia punya cerita lah. Kan, specific reading. Okay. So, cuba awak tengok dari mana dia nak ni. Okay, kalau drawing book, lepas tu dia cakap she was reminded of India. Reverse lah, reverse. Okay, oh dia cakap what? Dolly now used to the riverine landscapes of southern Burma, was struck by the lush beauty of the paddy fields. So paddy fields ni dekat mana? Paddy fields ni dekat Burma ke sekarang ni? Tak, sebab tadi dia sampai train kan, dia sampai ke plantation. Plantation ni dekat mana? Ni dekat Gunung Jerai ni. Sebab dia cakap macam ni. Along the journey, Dolly could see through the windows of the train the soaring mass of Gunung Jerai. Maksudnya dia dah sampai plantation tu. Paddy field tu lah tadi. Oh, so paddy field ni dah dekat sekarang ni lah, current place, plantation yang dia dah sampai. Lepas tu bila dia tengok dekat sini, dia rasa apa? Nampak? Ni cerita tentang perasaan dia lah ni, Dolly. Dolly now used to the riverine landscapes of southern Burma. Used to, maksudnya dia macam, dia memang ada dalam memory dia lah. Okay. Was struck by the lush beauty of the paddy field tu. Oh, macam dia nampak je paddy field dekat Gunung Jerai tu. Okay, dekat Malaysia ni dah, wow, cantiknya. Lepas tu tiba-tiba dia teringat dekat drawing book. Kenapa? Sebab apa? Awak rasa sebab apa? Kat sini awak kena tengok vocabulary, okay, and also concept tu tadi, connotation. So the relationship of words and the relationship of ideas. So what do you think? A, B or C?
B kot.
B.
B kan? Yes, okay, B sebenarnya sebab dia teringat pasal ni. Tengok we are talking about beautiful views now. Tengok dia punya konteks ataupun dia punya vocabulary. We are talking about beautiful beautiful views. And then after that, you can see we are talking about tadi dekat Burma dia cakap used to the riverine landscapes. Maksudnya cantik lah dekat Burma. Bukan ni. Dia macam dah terbiasa dengan dekat Burma, macam mana keadaan Burma. And then after that, bila sampai dekat paddy field ni macam, wah cantiknya. Gitu. Okay. And look at that. Beauty of this place. View lah tu. Related to the vocabulary tadi. Kan sama maksud. We are talking about view dekat sini. So dekat sini because of dia teringat dekat paddy field ni, dia teringat dekat other places yang cantik-cantik juga, so dia nak melukis lah kot. Dia nak simpan, keep that drawing book. Keep that view dalam drawing book. Maksudnya dia seorang pelukis scenery, dia suka lukis tempat yang cantik-cantik, simpan dalam memory dia dan juga simpan dalam dia punya drawing book. Tapi bukan bermaksud dia nak draw, tak. Tapi because of she wanted to remember the beautiful views tu tadi. So this is the keyword. Nampak? Keywords dia akan ada dalam reading text. But it is your job to understand. Dia nak melukis ke kat sini? Macam tak logik je dia nak melukis. Kan? So awak kena tengok. Tapi jangan rasa macam logik tak logik. No, you have to make sure that the answer is there, the clue is there. Itu maksud saya. So ingatlah, reading macam mana pun clue. Okay, clue. Alright. Any question regarding part 3 yang ni? Tak ada ya? Ni soalan yang ni nombor 14 ni lain sedikit lah. Kalau awak tengok dekat sini dia punya jenis soalan tu, jenis soalan yang macam perlukan awak analyse the context. So the context can be analysed by looking at the vocabulary macam mana pun lah. Okay, now let's go to part 4. Okay, so part 4, since part 4 is a little bit different in terms of the design of the text ataupun the design of the questions tu, so dia require a different kind of strategy lah. Tapi skills lebih kurang sama. Identifying main idea lah, text structure tu semua sama, in which I'm not going to repeat that again. But in terms of strategy, this is my suggestion. For part 4, because there are 2 texts with similar topik yang sama, ada 2 teks kan awak kena baca. So I recommend you to skim text number 1 properly. Skim meaning that you try to get the information lah for each paragraph macam kita buat untuk untuk part 2 tadi. Kan part 2 kita tengok text paragraph number 1 pasal waiting time tadi, and then paragraph number 2 is about the staff behavior, dia punya services very teruk kan. Okay, so you have to do something like that. Why? Sebab dalam part 4, inilah strategi dia, nanti awak baca. Okay, tapi saya dah explain ni kan. Kenapa? Because in part 4, dia akan ada soalan yang akan tanya regarding both 19 and 20. Okay, question 19 and 20 will ask questions about both papers text. So dia akan compare and contrast these 2 texts, and your job is to identify the differences and also the similarities. Awak kena cari yang apa yang lain, apa yang berbeza, apa yang ada dalam teks 1, apa yang tak ada dalam teks 2. Apa yang ada dalam teks 2 tapi tak ada dalam teks 1. You must be able to identify all this information. So in order for you to identify information, sebab text 4 memang kerja awak adalah identifying information. And what kind of information? Identifying specific details. Itu sebenarnya tujuan part 4. Awak kena identifying details. Saya tulis dekat sini. Identifying details. Itu kerja awak. Awak kena tengok apa beza, apa yang sama. Alright, so next saya tunjuk sikit. Contohnya text number 1. Okay, macam saya cakap tadi, awak kena scan dia punya perkataan ataupun tengok subject and verb kan. I believe, subject, verb. Okay, and then tengok pula predicate dia. Predicate dia berkaitan dengan apa? Everyone should learn about what musical instrument. Okay, music subject has always been verb, a part of human history. Okay, so sekarang we are talking about music. Okay, and you can see that what the word has always been a part. This is a positive idea about music. kenapa music a part of human history? Maksudnya music tu something yang bagus lah. Okay, yang baik lah untuk human. That is the reason why music has become, okay, has always been, okay, a part of human history. Okay, so now you know that this must be about a good thing, okay, about good things regarding music. So awak kena cari positive ideas tu tadi. Semua positive ideas. So kalau awak tengok kan, awak nampak dekat sini dia cakap apa? Oh, feeling and enjoying rhythm. Semua ni description menunjukkan something positive. Nampak tak? Kan? And then enjoying and feeling music is a part of being human. Okay, and then dia cakap apa? Able to produce music yourself is something more fulfilling, positif dengan dia punya perkara. Able to produce music yourself. Tengok perkara dia, subjek dia, benda lah. Okay, the topic tu ataupun the issue dengan dia punya idea. More fulfilling. Oh, positif lah. Maksudnya dekat sini, music ni adalah sesuatu yang bagus. Kepada human being. Boleh tulis music sendiri adalah lagi bagus. Itu maksud dia. Okay. And then there are 3 different parts of being a musician. Oh, ada different parts dia cakap. Okay. I think that everyone should enjoy. Playing for yourself and then group and then audience. So awak dah tahu dah. This text is about what? Music. And paragraph number 1 is the introduction about music. Dia menunjukkan tentang kenapa kita perlu belajar music. The significance of music lah, kepentingan music. Okay. Lepas tu, tengok paragraph number 2. Dia cakap dekat sini. First, playing by yourself give you freedom. Because the idea tadi dia cakap, there are 3 different parts of being a musician ni. Ni idea, main idea dia, thesis statement lah. Okay, main idea for the whole essay. So, being a musician, okay, you have to be able to play by yourself. Meaning that, main sendiri, cipta lagu sendiri, buat music sendiri. Why? Because it gives you freedom. So, ini kebaikan dia. So, paragraph pertama semuanya pasal by yourself. Kalau awak tak percaya, cuba tengok. Scan all the words. Scan all the words. Awak akan nampak I banyak. Can you see? I banyak. Why? That is to show by yourself. Diri sendiri. Sebab dia fokus on diri dia juga sendiri. Kan? My, awak boleh tengok my little practice room. Dia cakap dekat situ. Okay? And to look at the idea with the freedom ni. So apa konsep freedom? Oh, konsep freedom ni kaitkan dengan anything related to freedom. Let my emotions out. Maksudnya free, fikiran dia bebas. Dia tak ada rasa stress ke, whatever it is, not feeling sad or depression ke apa. No, let my own emotions out also. That is the idea related to freedom tadi. Nampak tu. Lepas tu, relaxing, rewarding, all these words are related to freedom. Oh, so these are the meaning related to freedom. Okay? So you just skim and scan sahaja the idea for each paragraph. And then kalau nak, awak boleh tulis lah. Awak boleh tulis dekat sini apa nota dia. Dekat sini adalah we can say that the functions of music ataupun significance of music to human. Ataupun saya tulis sini kalau nak senang, music and human. Sebab itu keywords yang awak boleh nampak. Kan? And then number 2 dah mention here. Number 3 dah mention in the first sentence dah. Main idea memang clearly stated for this text. So once you dah identify for each paragraph ni pasal apa, you can immediately start answering the question. Untuk part 2, madam, kita perlu tak skim and scan lagi? Boleh, tak ada masalah. Nak terus jawab soalan pun boleh. Okay, so you can use the second method, which is terus dia jawab soalan. Boleh, tak ada masalah juga. Okay, cuma dekat sini kenapa saya suggest you skim dulu part 4, because it will help you to answer question number 29 dengan, number 19 dengan 20 tadi. Dia akan jadi lebih senang. Okay. Okay, so sekarang ni cuba kita tengok teks 2 sekejap. Cuba kita scan apa perkataan dalam paragraph number 1. So paragraph number 1 dia cakap ada benda-benda baik juga, because all the information in text number 1 semua baik kan. So text number 2 mungkin akan ada semua kebaikan juga. You can see that. Contoh, if you look at paragraph number 1, dia dah cakap dah, helps. Kebaikan juga. Helps what? Mind develop and grow. Oh, so this about mind lah. Ada lagi tak? Oh, comprehension, left sides of brain, memory skills. Look at that. Okay, so all of this paragraph number 1 is about what? Music and brain, ataupun cognitive development, ataupun mental development. Look at that. Okay, kenapa? Because ada brain, ada develop, ada mind, ada comprehension, ada memorizations. These all involve what? Brain. Nampak tu? Okay, kita dah tahu dah main idea dia pasal tu untuk paragraph number 1. Paragraph number 2 dia cakap, why do music need, we need music in our schools. So this one kita dah transfer the information. Maksudnya kita dah pergi kepada isu lain. Okay, dalam introduction paragraph number 1 we are talking about, music is related to apa? Brain. And then tengok dia punya text structure ataupun flow of idea. So why do we need music in schools? Are we focusing music and students now? InsyaAllah. Maksudnya, the next paragraph, mungkin kita akan nampak how music helps students ataupun what children to develop themselves. Macam tu lah. So, awak tengok music is science. Ada kena-mengena tak dengan school? Kan? Music is math. Ada kena-mengena tak dengan school? Oh, okay. So, maksudnya, the what advantages of music on human beings lah. Tapi dari segi apa? Science. Dari segi apa? Math. Dari segi apa? History. Dari segi apa? Physical education. Look at that. So awak dah tahu dah kan dia punya apa? Main idea ataupun the gist lah for each paragraph. Dah habis lah. Tak payah awak baca banyak-banyak macam tu. Okay, lama-lama tak perlu. Okay, so sekarang ni cuba kita jawab number 19 and 20 to see whether, okay, by skimming tadi can help you to answer the question already. So, if you look at here, number 19, dia cakap, which of the following are the correct and incorrect details in text 1 and text 2? Yang mana satu betul? Pasangan yang betul lah. So, kalau A, music reduces stress, ada dalam text 2. Ada ke? Music makes you healthy, ada dalam text 1. Ada ke? C, music helps the mind to grow. Ada ke dalam text number 2? Check. Okay. So tadi kita dah skim dah. Music reduces stress dalam text 1. Awak ada nampak tak tadi? Dalam text 1. Ada kan? Betul tak?
Ada.
Ada.
Relaxing.
Yes, relaxing. Lepas tu let my emotions out. Tapi dalam soalan dia cakap tak ada. So, information tu salah lah kan? Okay, dia cakap tak ada. So, salah ni sepatutnya ada. So, bukan A lah jawapan dia. Sebab dia nak sama ada yang mana yang betul, mana yang incorrect lah. Okay, yang mana yang betul lah. Lepas tu, music makes you healthy. Dalam paragraph number 1 ada. Ada tak makes you healthy? Related to health. Cari perkataan related to health. Healthy, health. Yang ni pasal by yourself. Relaxing and rewarding activities je. Lepas tu yang ni pasal group of people, harmonies. Main sama-sama lah kan. Complex, challenging music. Yang ni pula, the third one, pleasure to others. Tak ada. Maksudnya buat persembahan sih. What we call that, practice rehearsal, bring the journey to other people. It's a great gift to people. And then number 5, in the long run, learning to play musical instrument benefits not to yourself but to also to the community. Ada tak pasal health?
Tak ada.
Tak ada. Tak ada. So bila tak ada, maksudnya bukan B lah. Sebab dalam text number 1 tak ada pasal health. Tak ada. Okay. So nanti awak check jugalah text number 2. Text number 2 pun sebenarnya tak ada. Okay. Okay, number C. Number C pula. C.
Ada.
Kalau dah ada kan. Sebab tadi dah clearly kan. Kita cakap pasal mind dengan brain apa semua-semua tadi dalam text 2. Ada. That's it. Okay. dah boleh jawab nombor 19. Okay, so very easy for you to answer the question kalau awak dah skim dengan scan, especially text number 1. Text number 2, insyaAllah, bila awak dah nampak text number 1 pasal apa, text number 2 will become easier for you. Okay, and then both text 1 and text 2 agree that music apa? Brings people together, makes people at peace, allows people to free themselves. Yang mana ada dalam kedua-dua teks?
C.
Together, peace or free themselves. Ada ke? Kalau C. Kalau tadi ada kawan kita cakap C. Kalau C, ada tak free themselves? Free themselves. Free. Yang ni music is math. Yang ni history. Yang ni physical education. Yang ni foreign language. Free themselves, macam not being attached with depression apa semua, stress ke, ada tak? Tak ada kan? Ada tak? Music is what brings everything together. Dalam teks tu ada information pasal brings everything together. Okay. Lagi apa lagi? So sebenarnya C tak ada. Sebenarnya C tak ada. No, allows people to free themselves, only text 1. Okay, not in text 2. So which one? Makes people at peace ke? Tak. A, betul. Jawapan dia A. Yes, betul. People together ni tadi, bring everything together, bring people together, ada ke dalam kedua-dua text? Okay. If you look at here, makes people at peace, only text 1 sahaja. Okay, tapi kalau A, both ada. You can see it is about what we call that foreign language ni. It is also about knowing other people lah kan. So bring people together, look at that. And then universal language ni people can understand each other with music, macam tu. And then yang paling penting dia memang ada cakap dah dekat sini, bring everything together. Dia cakap mana tadi? Saya dah hilang dah perkataan tu. It brings everything together kan. So it is the same idea with text 1. So jawapan dia A lah. Can you see that? So dia akan tanya soalan yang mana lain, yang mana sama. Itu dia text number 4. Okay, part 4. So you must get ready by understanding text number 1. InsyaAllah text number 2 dah jadi senang. Alright. Any question for part 1? Sebab saya nak explain part 5. Part 5 ni selalunya yang macam student rasa macam susah sangat lah kan. Okay. So now let's see part 5. Class, part 5 ni I need to warn you about something. Yang ni memang awak kena dengar betul-betul. Okay. So if you look at here, part 5 is basically what we call as complex structure punya text lah. Okay, the text is very difficult in terms of vocabulary and also the structure is more complex. Apa maksud kompleks dekat sini? Maksudnya ayat dia putar belit satu. Okay, and the sentences structure tu dia ada ayat yang panjang-panjang. Okay, and then dia banyak penggunaan like what we call that conjunctions, cohesive devices, benda-benda macam tu lah. And the most important thing is you need to know that this text, okay, is international text lah ataupun foreign text. Maksudnya this one is taken from somewhere in the internet ke, somewhere from the book ke, and dia punya cara penulisan tak sama macam culture kita orang Malaysia. Okay, so it will be quite difficult for you to understand the text. Macam text number 1, 2, 3, 4, awak boleh nampak macam okay, biasa lagi, sama lagi. Okay, it is very easy for you to read part 1 until part 4 because you are familiar with the context, you are familiar with the topics, kan? Tapi masuk je part 5 topics, dia dah topic something else, maybe outside of your knowledge dah, something that you don't know. So you kena prepare yourself, your brain, make sure that you can try to understand unfamiliar topic. Topik yang awak tak biasa. Okay, dan you have to know that since this is taken from somewhere else, so the text has been edited. Okay, so when it is, edited, mesti akan ada perkara-perkara seperti macam ni yang saya tulis dekat sini. Can you see that? Okay. Attention, the text has been edited from a longer text. So awak kena tahu bila dia edit, mungkin ada paragraph yang dia sama ada dia ceraikan from one paragraph become two paragraphs, or originally from two paragraphs tapi dia edit jadi gabung one paragraph only. Kenapa ini memberi satu masalah ataupun it can cause an issue for you? Because it will interrupt the flow of ideas. Dia akan interrupt text structure tu tadi. So that is the reason why bila awak cuba baca, cuba letak jawapan, macam tak kena jugalah. Lepas tu awak duk ulang-ulang. Nanti kan student saya yang sebelum ni buat macam mana tau? Okey, soalan nombor 23 ni contohnya. Dia cubalah. Dia baca soalan tu, dia cuba A. Lepas tu dia baca lagi, cuba B. Baca lagi, cuba C. Dia tengok yang mana. Macam sedap je. Last-last macam tu dia orang buat. Tak boleh. Satu, buang masa. Because you are trying for each one of them. Ada berapa ni? Ada 7 choices kan. So you are wasting your time if you are trying like that. Jangan. So, untuk yang ini, skill sangat penting. So how to answer the question, awak kena ada skills tadi. Tengok saya highlight skills dekat sini. Satu, awak kena tahu relationship nouns dengan pronouns. Nouns kata nama, pronouns kata ganti nama. So kalau awak tak tahu kata nama apa, kata ganti nama apa, tolong belajar, okay? And then in reading text tu, usually, okay, the nouns tu dia akan digantilah kan. Contohnya mula-mula dalam ayat yang pertama students, lepas tu ayat yang seterusnya dia guna they. Macam itulah. Okay, so this replacement will interrupt your what we call that understanding, sebab nanti kan awak tak tahu perkataan ni tadi dia cakap pasal apa. Look at that. So susahlah, dia akan jadi susah. Okay, awak akan tak nampak connection of ideas tu. Satu, awak kena aware of this, ya, the relationship of pronouns and nouns tadi. Okay, after that you kena tahu flow of ideas lah, text structure, cause and effects, apa-apa semua tu. Okay, and then chunk sentence ni. Untuk ayat ni awak kena tahu subject verb object, subject verb predicate, itulah yang saya cakap tadi. Kenapa? Because understanding the parts of sentence, you can see the vocabulary and you can see meaning. So, insya-Allah, by being able to identify the meaning ataupun kita panggil konsep yang dibawa in that particular sentence, ya, insya-Allah you can answer the question. Kejap lagi awak akan nampak. Nanti saya tunjuk. Okay. And then you need to do macam speeding punya read lah, speed reading, ya. So speed reading ni sama je, dia balik kepada flow of ideas ni tadi. Okay, dengan text structure tu tadi, dia akan balik-balik dekat situ. Okay, so macam mana nak jawab soalan ni? Dia kena ada strategi juga. Nampak tak? Strategi for some of the parts totally different. Betul tak kan? Kenapa? Because the function or the design of the question tu lain-lain. Okay, so for part 5, usually I recommend my students to read the instructions properly and start reading for specific details. Awak kena reading, buat apa tu kita panggil specific reading ataupun detail reading ni tadi daripada ayat pertama sampai ayat akhir supaya awak faham. So perlu skim and scan tak? Skim tak perlu tapi scan perlu. Okay, so tak payahlah awak nak pergi dulu baca tengok dari atas sampai bawah apa. Okay, awak boleh start je terus. Tapi ada cikgu lain dia ajar baca dulu semua supaya awak faham konteks. Selalunya tak jadi pun. Okay, boleh. Dia akan being helpful. Memang helpful. But it also depends on how the text is edited. It is also depending on the difficulty of the text. Kan? Kadang-kadang awak baca awak tak tahu pun nak fokus apa. So bila awak tak tahu nak fokus apa, awak baca tanpa awareness tentang flow of ideas. Awak baca tanpa awareness tentang perkataan-perkataan yang dia guna, yang macam saya tunjuk tadi, skimming tadi. Awak tak ada awareness of this. Awak baca hanya sekadar baca. Sebab orang kata, baca dulu. So awak pun baca dulu. Tak boleh. So when you read class, you have to make sure that, okay, soalan ni macam ni, aku kena baca macam ni. aku kena scan. Okay, so paragraf pertama, apa perkataan yang diguna? Okay, perkataan ni dalam satu kumpulan, apa dia punya konsep? So aku dah dapat main idea dia. Nampak? Awak baca dengan tujuan. Awak baca ada goal. Awak baca ada aim. So when you read, you are not wasting your time. Okay, but for for part 5, saya punya suggestion, baca terus in detail untuk jawab soalan terus, tak buang masa. Okay, alright, so if you look at here, cara dia, awak tengok sini kan, awak baca daripada introduction. Okay, so since kita ada isu yang dia punya edited tadi, ada isu, I suggest for questions yang akhir macam ni, kan dia duduk di akhir ayat ataupun akhir paragraph, okay, at the end of the paragraph. So if you see questions like this, it is better for you to read the next lines as well. So jangan baca sampai sini je. Baca sekali sampai sini, baca juga. Why? Because of the edit punya kerja tadi, sometimes dia separate the content. So when the contents are separated, sebenarnya awak boleh faham bila baca the next one. Okay, saya dah cuba dah. Daripada section 1 2021 yang baru dulu-dulu sampailah yang current one, saya dah cuba analyze the questions tu, saya tengok, oh okay, yang ni kena baca, I can see that. Okay, so insyaAllah, if you read the questions lebih sikit, awak boleh jawab soalan tu. Okay, so macam mana nak jawab? Okay, so bila awak dah baca soalan tu satu-satu kan, setiap ayat awak baca dan cuba faham. Alright, and then after that you can immediately start answering the question. Okay, saya demo dulu. Saya demo dengan nombor 21 dulu. Okay, awak tengok macam mana saya demo. Okay, so I told you to read ni, dekat atas ni kan. Okay, so it is about Rolls-Royce and Cambridge. It is partnership regarding these two institutions ataupun organisation. Alright. So dia cakap dekat sini, planes in the air, getting planes in the air and keeping them there. Subject. So apa isu ataupun apa tajuk yang we are talking about here? We are talking about planes. And not just about planes. We are talking about getting planes in the air, nak menerbangkan planes tu, dia adalah satu kerja. Nampak tu? Identifying subject and verb. So awak kena tahu ni, nampak tak? Sepanjang-panjang ni adalah subject. Getting ni bukan kata kerja ya. Ni grammar kena tahulah. Getting ni bukan kata kerja ni. Getting dekat sini kita panggil kata nama dekat sini. It is a gerund. So dia sebenarnya berfungsi sebagai kata nama ni sepanjang-panjang ni. Maksud dia proses. Proses menerbangkan kapal terbang supaya dia kekal duduk di udara dan kekal terbang tak jatuh is nampak tu. So this is subject. This is verb. Is a complex and expensive business. Look at here. The subject is related to ataupun connected to the idea complex and the idea expensive. Nampak tak awak cuba faham konteks dan cerita dekat sini. Okay, so dia ada complex, ada expensive. Lepas tu, the next idea. It is also, so ada additional information regarding this proses yang kita cakap tadi, getting the planes in the air ni. Apa dia masalah seterusnya ataupun keadaan seterusnya? It is also responsible for more than 2% of the world's fossil fuel-based CO2 emissions. Okay, class, tell me, the word emissions, positive or negative connotation?
Negative.
CO2 emission. Yes, negative. Sebab ada CO2 emissions, kita dah tahu dah. Penggunaan perkataan ni menunjukkan kesan buruk. CO2 emission buruk tak kepada kita punya environment? Buruk. So awak dah tahu dah, CO2 emission lah. So, getting planes on top there menyebabkan apa? Pencemaran. Nampak tu? Pencemaran apa? Udara lah, CO2. Kan? Pencemaran udara. Okey, ada problem tentang pencemaran udara. So cerita dia sekarang ni pasal pencemaran udara juga pula. Sebab awak boleh nampak in the next paragraph, there is a repetition of the word CO2. CO2 emissions. Okay, so paragraph number 2 masih lagi berkaitan dengan CO2 emissions. Okay, so apa pula cerita dia in paragraph number 2? Okay, for world leading aero engine manufacturer Rolls-Royce, reducing CO2 emissions by making its plane more efficient is a critical task. So awak tengok siapa buat apa? Rolls-Royce, dia nak apa? Dia nak buat yang plane tu lebih efficient by making it. So ini lebih kurang macam dia punya verb lah. Okay. Alright. Fokus dia Rolls-Royce ni tengah berusaha nak jadikan kapal terbang tu more efficient. In terms of fuel consumption tu, the use of fuel tu tadi. Tapi tugas ni sangatlah critical. Alright. Look at the idea dekat sini. Ada pasal CO2 emission, it is a critical task. Nampak tu konsepnya, saya nak tengok, nak highlight keywords lah ni. So yang saya garis-garis ni all keywords. Okay. Kemudian ada soalan. Ni tempat kosong. Okay. Macam mana nak pilih jawapan? You must make sure that this sentence is related to the previous sentence and also sometimes dia memang related to the next one. Okay. Alright. So dia cakap kat sini critical task dan pasal Rolls-Royce, and then after that dia ada konsep year on year. Look at that. Year on year. What can you understand from the concept year on year? Lepas tu ada lagi konsep dia. Push the design. Nampak tu? Okay. And then continues to push the design and then to the limits of possibility. Apa konsep this vocabulary class? Especially year on year, lagi senang. Tengok year on year, apa konsep perkataan ni? Dia membawa konsep apa?
Penambahbaikan.
Penambahbaikan, yes. Continuous, very good. Proses tu tak berhenti lagi, betul tak? Kan?
To achievement.
Very good. Nampak tu? You become more sensitive to words. And these concepts yang awak faham from how the vocabulary is used in the text, insyaAllah, it helps you to find the answer. So ingat kat sini kita ada konsep berterusan, continuous, progress dekat sini. Okay, and it is a difficult task year on year. So sekarang nak cari jawapan untuk number 21, cuba cari ayat yang ada kena mengena dengan all of this vocab yang awak nampak tadi. Cuba baca A, B, C, D, E, F, G. Yang mana satu jawapan dia ada konsep tu.
B. Much has already been achieved.
Yes, well done. Yang lain setuju tak B? Setujulah sebab madam dah cakap well done. Okay, alright. Tapi kalau awak nak agree dengan saya, awak kena buktikan. Apa bukti dia?
Year on year.
Yes, year on year. So dalam ayat B ni, apa yang menunjukkan continuous tadi or progress tadi?
But there is more to be done.
Yes, more to be done. Nampak tu? And then satu lagi perkataan. Much has already been achieved. Okay, tadi kita cakap pasal apa tadi? Rolls-Royce, dia dah cipta, apa nama dia tu? Engine kan, kapal terbang tu. Dah buat dah pun. Banyak dah achievements dia. Dia cakap, nampak tak? Reducing CO2 emission. Dia dah buat dah business tu tadi. Memang business tu dah berjaya. Tapi business tu memang kompleks dan expensive. Lepas tu ada pula isu dia CO2. So dia kena buat lagi yang more efficient. Look at the concept of more efficient. Maksudnya dekat sini, ayat yang saya cakap tadi, mana? Ni, has already been achieved. Dah banyak dah dia achieve. Tapi disebabkan masalah CO2 tu, tadi dia kena buat more. Dia kena buat lagi. Dia kena cari lagi benda yang lagi baik daripada tu. So, is more to be done. Nampak tu? There is more to be done. So masuk tak? Bila awak masukkan ayat ni, can you continue with the sentence year on year, Rolls-Royce continues to push the design. Masuk tak idea dia? Flow tak? Ada flow tak? Flowing kan? Yes. Itu cara dia. Look at that. Okay. Awak tak boleh macam, rasanya G kot. Tak boleh. Tak boleh quote. As what I told you, the clues are already there. Okay, so awak kena faham benda ni ya. Kena cuba buat. Okay, sekarang ni saya nak awak cuba number 22 on your own. Okay, cuma saya tolong sikit. Saya tolong, okay, untuk awak be aware of the content and also vocabulary. So kalau awak tengok dekat sini, lepas baca yang ni, janganlah tiba-tiba melompat number 22. You have to read semua. As what I told you for for part 5, you must read everything. Sebab the flow of ideas tu very important. Okay, so bila dah faham dekat sini, awak pun pergi lagi. Cambridge has been playing an important part in this process for more than 40 years. Tadi kita cakap pasal siapa? Kita cakap pasal siapa? Rolls-Royce. Tapi kenapa tiba-tiba sekarang ni Cambridge? Pula dah.
Partnership.
Yes, because they are partners kan. Kena nampak ni kat sini kan. Dia cakap apa tadi? Mana tadi? Ni, teks. Bukan teks. Ni soalan tadi. Nampak tak? Soalan penting juga ya. Alright. So, if you look at here, now we are going or moving to Cambridge punya what we call that job pula. Tadi Rolls-Royce punya job, sekarang Cambridge punya peranan pula. So dia cakap, okay, Cambridge has been playing an important part in this process too lah sepatutnya. Jugalah sepatutnya. Okay, for more than 40 years. Okay, from the moment the Whittle Laboratory first opened indoors in 1973, it became an invaluable research partner for Rolls-Royce. Okay, so kalau awak tengok sini ada satu lagi nama Whittle Lab. Saya sebut lab je lah, pendek. So this lab ni dekat mana? Awak kena tahu dia dekat Cambridge lah. Kan? Because we are talking about Cambridge. Okay, lepas tu ni adalah first open, okay, in 1973. Okay, and then dia cakap, they embark on a shared quest to improve the efficiency of turbo machinery. Okay, so sekarang ni ini adalah introduction. Macam mana they started to work together. Okay, faham tak cerita dia? Faham. So move on to the next paragraph. Okay. Rolls-Royce was quick to see the advantages of this way of working. This way of working ni tadi saya cakap apa? Pronoun. Okay, bagi tahu saya this ni refer kepada apa? This way of working ni refer kepada apa? Clue dia dalam paragraph yang sebelum tu.
Cambridge.
Turbo machinery.
Yang mana? This way of working ni. The collaboration antara Cambridge dengan Rolls-Royce. So this way of working ni sebenarnya referring to the partnership diorang tu tadi. Antara Cambridge dengan Rolls-Royce. So apa kebaikan this partnership? So paragraph number 4 ni dia starts dengan highlighting the advantage of partnership tu tadi. So sebab tu dia cakap, okay, Rolls-Royce was quick to see the advantages of this way of working and the relationship between it. Relationship siapa dengan siapa? Cambridge dengan Rolls-Royce lah. Nampak tak? Konsep relationship ni, you can see the concept in the previous paragraph. Sebab in the previous paragraph, you are talking about partner. Kan? So the word partner sama tak dengan relationship? Konsep yang dibawa? Sama lah. Betul tak? Attachment. Okay. So, okay. Ini adalah what we call the advantage lah yang dilihat oleh Rolls-Royce tu. So, something good here. Okay. Then teruskan baca. The Whittle team helped to define a model for the University Technology Center UTC network that Rolls-Royce went on to establish in the 1990s. So, sekarang ni ada satu projek. Projek dia UTC Network. Satu projek yang dicadangkan, dibuat oleh Rolls-Royce. Okay? Dalam tahun 1990. Nampak? Ada konsep masa dekat sini. Time. And then University Technology Center. University Technology Center. Berkaitan dengan university. Look at that. Dan technology. Okay? And it is a network. What is the meaning of network, class? Do you understand? Apa dia punya konsep of network? Apa konsep network? Social network. Apa konsep
Link,
network?
madam. Link.
Ada link kan? Dia macam connected to that one, connected to this one, connected to that person, to this person. Nampak? Network maksudnya banyak. Dia macam mencapah macam tu. That is network kan? Okay. So understand that concept brought by this vocabulary network. konsep ni dia bukan semata-mata maksud tau. Konsep tu awak kena faham. Network tu konsep dia menunjukkan satu kaitan, link yang banyak. Okay. Kalau string selalunya, string dia punya maksud connection yang macam only 2 points, 1 point to another point. Tapi network ni dia mencapah. Dia macam net lah. Okay. Alright. So if you look at that, konsep ya, konsep dia awak kena faham. Alright. Then, question number 22. Alright. Question number 22. After that, dia cakap kat sini. This gives Rolls-Royce access to new thinking. Apa this ni? Refer kepada apalah pronoun ni?
Collaboration. Collaboration.
Okay, collaboration tadi ke ataupun network tadi ke, kan boleh tak apa ni, possible tak kalau network? Possible juga. Possible tak dengan collaboration? Possible juga. Okay, so awak dah boleh agak dekat number 22 ni mesti akan ada idea regarding network, ada idea regarding collaboration ke apa ke. And lepas tu jangan tinggal ni ayat ni, habiskan baca ni. Okay, this gives Rolls-Royce access to new thinking. Apa maksud new thinking? And then state of the art lab equipment ni, lab equipment, banyak lab equipment. And then after that, to a steady supply of young engineering talent. Supply, steady supply. Okay, ingat dekat sini. Apa yang awak baca dekat sini, text structure dia. Okay, kita cakap pasal apa? Macam effects, betul tak? Dia ada cause. Cause dia adalah the collaboration tadi, partnership tu tadi. Okay, partnership ni tadi menyebabkan ada UTC. Okay, so yang selebihnya ni adalah kebaikan dia lah, effect dia. Effect dia in terms of good lah, good effects kan, because everything here is positive. Alright, so sekarang ni, do not miss all this information ni. Information yang here dekat sini dan information related to UTC, network ni tadi penting. And then also time ni tadi. Now, go to the choices of answers. I want you to identify the, what we call that? The correct one. The correct sentence for you to put at number 22. You can insert which one?
G.
Okay, G. Yang lain setuju tak? G. Saya tak nak cakap well done terus ke apa ke, tak nak tanya dulu. Setuju tak? Kalau setuju, kenapa? Kenapa awak jawab G? Why? Why your answer is G?
Dia nak yang engineering talent, lepas tu ni world leading universities.
Kan? World's leading universities tu related to talents tadi. Betul tak kan?
But university ni nak supply new talent.
Well done. Very good. That is the concept of university.
Setuju,
Setuju. Okay. So the concept of university, the purpose of university is to create, to produce. Betul tak? Produce apa? Produce talents. Di situlah bakat-bakat baru. Ahli sihir pun pergi university. University apa? Hogwarts. Apa benda tu? Kan? Tengok. So, nak produce new talents, you kena ada satu institution which is related to university tadi. And then, can you see that the group ni refer pada siapa? Cambridge dengan Rolls-Royce, because they are partners. And then after that, now concept of time tadi dulu 1990, sekarang daripada yang satu yang dia buka in 1990s, now they have a network of UTCs dah 30. Nampak? Makin banyak. Meaning that they collaborate with other universities as well, not only Cambridge. Nampak tu? Okay, so the idea fit tak dalam dia punya ayat tadi, dalam teks? Yes, it fits. Okay, so bila awak baca, dia nampak flow of the ideas tu cantik. Itu cara dia sebenarnya. Okay, alright. So, I hope you can see how to do this. Macam-macam mana pun get back to apa? Vocabulary. Tapi vocabulary not only look at the meaning, macam literal meaning tak. Look at the concept brought by the what? Vocabulary and relate it to the previous sentence tu. Sebab tu saya cakap text structure penting. Awak dah nampak dah, oh text ni is talking about the cause ataupun macam the effects lah of the partnership. So the partnership tu adalah a cause of a situation, and the situation has given something that is very good ataupun positive for these two organizations. So ada effects yang bagus dekat sini, and the effect is related to the UTC tadi, and that they get the steady enough supply of talents tu. Dia macam Petronas lah kan. Petronas dia ada university UTP, lepas tu talent diorang ambil daripada situ. Sama juga TNB pun. Okay, kita ada juga university yang macam tu, purposely for one that particular apa kita panggil ni, organization. Okay, then any question that you want to ask me regarding part 5? Ada tak soalan nak tanya? Tak ada Okay, so saya tunjuk 2 je lah, tapi sebenarnya nombor 22 ni cukup dah untuk number 23, 24, 25. Kenapa? Because for those yang memang dah ada jawapan dia, because the answers ada someone share dekat online kan, you can see from other trainers, Muet trainers yang lain, dia akan bagi satu suggested answers. And if you compare my answers to that suggested answers, my answers are different, lain. Kenapa? Because bila saya jawab soalan ni, saya jawab dulu dan saya try to analyse the text. And then I realise that, kenapa jawapan dia dengan saya lain? And then, since I realise something happen, something macam lain tu, saya pergi check dekat dia punya original source. Ni, awak boleh baca, check dekat original source tu, and you will see that the answer that I gave you is based on the understanding regarding vocabulary. So saya buat menggunakan teknik vocabulary tu tadi. Understanding vocabulary and text structure. So I got G. Saya dapat G. Tapi the answers given by somebody else, dia jawab C, tak silap saya. Kena check balik jawapan dia. Dia bagi C. Okay. Tapi sebenarnya bila check balik dekat the original source, it is G, the answer. Okay. And you can go to this source ni, awak baca, you will realise that reading this original source is easier to understand compared to this text. Kalau awak perasan lah, nanti kalau cuba awak cuba buat eksperimen sendiri, yang mana lagi senang faham, yang ni ke yang original tu. Kalau saya lagi senang baca ataupun senang faham the original one, because dia tak ada edit. So kita boleh nampak flow of ideas dia. Flow of ideas dia macam ni rupanya. Okay. Cuma edit dia punya edit tu tak banyak sangat. So still you can see the text structure, and if you depend on the text structure and also the concept of vocabulary as what I have shown you just now, saya dah tunjukkan, saya dah demonstrate dekat awak tadi, insya-Allah awak boleh jumpa jawapan dia. Okay. Alright, cuba buat latihan macam tu. Okay, so let's go to part 6. Okay, and 7 ni lebih kurang sama sebab lepas ni kita nak tengok listening pula. Okay, class, talking about listening ni, saya nak awak kan jangan asingkan ni, the skills that we did in reading, jangan asingkan. Why? Because the exact same skills that we learn in reading will be used in listening as well. InsyaAllah awak akan tengok kaitan dia lah, text or structure dia gitu ke? Nanti awak akan nampak tu. Patutlah dia guna perkataan tu tadi. Because of vocabulary. Selalunya saya depends on vocabulary, text structure. Kalau dalam reading dengan listening ni. Dalam essay pula, it's your job to make sure that your text structure flow. Kena flow lah. Tak boleh lah tiba-tiba melompat, tak boleh. Okay, you must make sure that daripada satu ayat kepada satu ayat flow. Tanyalah Sebel siap buat awak dalam kelas dia siap bagi macam template lagi kan untuk awak cakap tu ada flow. Why? Because the flow is very important for people to understand what you are talking about. Okay, dalam writing ke dalam speaking, flow tu penting. Okay, now let's look at part number 6. Part number 6 ni dia sama dengan part 7. So I'm not going to look at part 7 because dia sama. Okay, dia memang kedua-duanya dah C1 level dah. C1 means yang tinggi lah. Yang paling tinggi C2. So dia dah that level similar to native speakers dah. Okay, so you have to be ready to read academic text. and more complicated text and complex text and unfamiliar topic. Nampak yang ni topik dia pasal apa ni? Yang ni pasal pekerjaan sebenarnya. Kalau awak tengok bukan pasal coronavirus dia cakap pasal job. Ni work. Can you see that the word work? Oh, so this is about job ni. Lepas tu hire. Hire, H-I-R-E kan, hire ambil orang kerja. Okay, and then after that, kita cakap pasal workers, ada perkataan Uber, ada perkataan DoorDash, delivery food. Oh, so this text is about delivery services. So this text is not about coronavirus. This text is actually about work. And this regarding job dekat sini ni mungkin ada kena-mengena dengan the development ataupun the pandemic yang kita baru went through kan last few years. Oh okay, pasal kerja rupanya. Nampak tak? Perlu tak baca? Tak perlu. Okay, tapi macam saya cakap lah, for the purpose of answering questions for a test, reading test, tak payah baca pun tak apa, tapi kena buat specific reading sikit. But for the development of the skills and also for the development of language skills, pengetahuan knowledge, awak kena baca, buat latihan, baca satu-satu. Faham penggunaan perkataan, faham text structure, barulah awak develop skills, barulah awak punya proficiency level naik. Ni tak, duduklah, belajarlah 11 tahun bahasa Inggeris, duduk kat situ je level. Sama je. Kenapa? Sebab awak tak pernah kaji teks. You have never analysed the text in terms of the knowledge, the vocabulary use ke apa ke. Macam mana awak nak jadi information literate person? Sebab tu awak tak boleh nak faham apa ayat ni cerita. Lepas tu awak copy paste. Lepas tu awak punya assignment lebih 20% meniru, copy paste, kena buat balik kan? Kenapa? Sebab awak tak faham apa yang awak baca dalam material, reading material for your assignments. That is the reason why okay, it is very important for you to be able to analyze the text. Penting. Okay, now let's go to this one. So, untuk teks yang panjang macam ni, I suggest you to use the same method, sama ada you skim dulu semua ataupun you immediately answer the question. So it depends on which one. Kalau awak rasa macam tak berani nak terus jawab soalan, you skim macam yang saya buat tadi lah. Okay, macam mana saya skim tadi? Saya skim. Yelah, saya skim and scan tadi. Macam mana saya buat? Saya cuba tengok perkataan yang dia repeat banyak kali. Perasan tak? Awak akan tengok perkataan the same or similar idea or concept work. Can you see that? Kan? Delivery services, Uber, hire. Kan saya dah cakap tadi kan? The services. Services. And then kita ada DoorDash apa semua ni. Alright. So, this is about the delivery services. And then nampak pula negative words. Saya nampak negative words. Dia cakap apa? Lost wages, fewer hours. Can you see that? Oh, ni pasal apa ni? And then ada crisis lah. Oh, alamak, jeng. Ada problem lah dekat sini. Maksudnya ada isu dekat sini. Isu dia pasal apa? What we call that, gig companies ataupun work tadi. For delivery companies, maksudnya ada isu tentang workers. Macam mana diorang bayar workers, pekerjaan workers tu sendiri, berapa jam. Because dia sebut tadi. Dia sebut tadi. Alright. So, by skimming, you can get some ideas. Alright, now, cuba kita buat the second method, which is terus je jawab soalan. So, if you decided to immediately answer the question, so kita cuba tengok soalan number 27. Okay, number 27, identify the keywords. Boleh tak dapat keywords? Dia cakap, paragraph 1 dah tahu dah location. Gig work is a kind of job. What kind of job? So in the US on-demand companies that requires people to stay indoors, handle the spread of coronavirus, and then associated with delivery services. Tadi kita dah scan kan perkataan, and then awak kena buat apa sekarang? Awak kena make sure A ke, B ke, C ke, D ke yang sama maksud. So dekat sini sebenarnya true or false lah. Yang mana yang betul? Yang mana yang maksud dia sama? Yang mana jawapan dia awak rasa? So tengok gig word dekat mana? Paragraf berapa?
Delivery services.
Kan. Okay, so gig work. Nampak tak? Gig work.
Yes.
So what is the idea related to gig work here?
Demand for delivery services.
Very good. Dekat situ. So jawapan dia yang last kali tadi. Apa jawapan dia? D kan? This one. That is associated with delivery services. Dan memang clearly stated. Tak payahlah awak nak siasat yang lain tu. Memang dah clearly stated. Jangan takut. InsyaAllah itulah jawapan dia. So D. Sama maksud tak? Yes, sama maksud. Look at that. Dah dapat dah jawapan. Okay, sama je dengan yang lain-lain pun. Okay, sekejap saya pilih satu lagi soalan. Saya nak tengok soalan yang macam susah sikit. Ataupun yang perlu awak ni. Okay, look at question number kejap number 30. 30 ni a different kind of question. Okay, number 30. Okay, question number 30 is about writing style. So this is the writing style of the writer. Writer punya writing style. So awak kena tahu, okay, writing styles ni is, the purpose is to make sure that the contents are delivered clearly. So what is the idea sebenarnya? Text structure. Sebenarnya pasal text structure je. Dia tanya macam mana konten disusun dalam paragraf nombor 6. Itu je sebenarnya soalan dia. Okay, so text structure. So the contents in the paragraph 6, macam mana writer tu susun? Is the writer using listing ke, narration ke, examples ke, definitions? So you need to know apa itu listing, apa itu narrations. Okay, so listing ni dia selalunya dia ada different ideas. Maksudnya you can see distinctive idea. Maksudnya idea nombor 1 pasal, contohnya we are talking about the effects of using phones, kan, too much gadgets, the effects of gadgets. So effect number 1 pasal physical health, effect number 2 mental health, effect number 3 social. So you can see that different what we call that, different category. Dia memang kalau listing dia ada different category, okay, tapi dia akan ada macam from the most important or the least important, macam tu. Okay, so that is listing. Dia ada strategi juga, nak highlight on the most important dulu ke on the least important, listing ni. Okay, so you kena faham konsep dia. Narration, cerita. Examples, dia bagi examples lah. So usually examples ni dia akan ada similar concept. Okay, similar concept, similar examples. The descriptions are similar, tapi mungkin different situation, tapi regarding the same topic ataupun focus. And then definition is to give maksud lah, define, kan? Okay, so go back to paragraph number 6. Okay, go to paragraph number 6. Cuba tengok main idea dia dan supporting details dia. So macam mana the ideas are organized, okay, in this paragraph. Cuba tengok.
Example.
Okay, so kalau example tu, what are the keywords ataupun proof lah, evidence that you can see from the paragraph 6?
Dia bagi contoh like health insurance, lepas tu Amazon, Uber,
Okay.
DoorDash, Postmate,
Mm-mm.
KFC, pizza.
Betul. Tapi tentang idea yang sama ke yang berlainan?
Yang berlainan.
Okay, idea pasal apa tu?
Contoh. Bagi contoh.
Okay, dia contoh-contoh kan. So main idea tadi awak tengok dari atas kan, dia cakap macam ni. What its lack of benefits like health insurance kan is often perceived as being precarious, macam teruklah sekarang ni. But this public health crisis has forced these companies to address. Okay, tadi precarious ni dalam keadaan negatif. Sebab diorang ni pekerja-pekerja gig ni tadi tak ada health insurance, betul tak kan? Alah, teruknya kerja ni. Lepas tu dia ada but. What is the function of but? Kelas perkataan but ni apa function dia? To change. to change the idea, okay, from positif jadi negatif, from negatif jadi positif. So tadi awak tengok idea ni negatif, situasi ni, tak ada health insurance ni adalah satu situasi yang negatif. And then dia letak perkataan but. So now you can see that the idea has transferred ataupun has changed to something yang positif. Macam mana bukti dia? Apa bukti dia? Sebab dia cakap apa ni? This public health crisis has forced companies to address maksudnya apa? To solve the problem. Okay? The well-being of workers across its ranks. So macam mana dia buat? So dia bagi contoh satu, Amazon buat apa? Amazon has established a relief fund. Baik kan? Bagus tak? Kan ada relief fund. So ni adalah solution pertama, contoh oleh Amazon. Lepas tu Uber buat apa pula? DoorDash buat apa? Nampak tu? So betul jawapan awak, which is examples. Cuma explanation awak, evidence tu tak betul lah tadi explanation awak. Cuma awak sebenarnya faham, cuma awak tak tahu macam mana nak explain. Okay, so here you can see that the examples here, tak perlu minta maaf, tak apa. Okay, tak payah minta maaf. Tak dosa dan benda tu normal. Awak faham tu mujur awak faham. Okay, but explanation is a different kind of skills pun sebenarnya. So if you look at here, Amazon, Uber, DoorDash here are the examples on what these companies. Sebab dia refer kepada companies, banyak companies here kan, regarding what? Public health crisis tu tadi. Okay. So in paragraph 6 dia guna examples. Okay. Kenapa? Idea dia satu, which is the companies ni tadi buat something untuk solve the problem, untuk bantu pekerja-pekerja delivery ni tadi. Okay, so they solve the problem, they did something, okay, tapi Amazon apa yang dia buat? Macam tu. So examples lah, list of examples, tapi regarding the same idea. Kalau listing selalunya idea tu different. Macam saya cakap tadi, effects of gadgets ataupun the use of gadgets ni. Physical dengan mental sama tak? Lain. Physical, penerangan dia pasal body, okay, pasal mata ke apa ke. Tapi kalau mental, all about brain, kan? Okay, dia punya perasaan, emotion, brains. And then kalau social, focus on people. 3 different category. Tapi macam yang tadi, kategori dia sama je, iaitu solution. Okay, untuk membantu the delivery people, delivery worker. Tapi Amazon buat cara ni. DoorDash buat cara ni. Tapi the issue is still only one. Focus on one, which is solution. Okay. Alright. Did you see the difference between listing dengan examples dia lain ya? Kena faham dia punya konsep yang dibawa tu. Alright. Okay. So basically for reading, kalau awak tengok, memang itulah cara dia. Okay. Awak kena match the meaning and except for this kind of questions lah, dia tanya teknik menulis ke apa ke, yang ni kena hati-hatilah. Okay, so
teacher,
yes,
nak tahu yang part 5 tadi tu dia memang satu part je kan untuk sambung-sambung ayat macam tu kan?
Yes,
Tu satu
only
part
one
je?
part. Yes, only that one.
Okay.
Okay, dia ada 6 soalan. Alright, so 6 soalan tu, tak apa. So 6 soalan tu awak cubalah try your best. Tapi memang saya cakap, if you depend on text structure dengan vocabulary tu, macam tu tadi yang saya demo tadi, insyaAllah you can answer the question. Okay, so now do you have any question to ask me regarding part reading lah, sebab kita nak pergi listening pula. Part 7 sama je, kalau awak tengok dia punya type of soalan sama. Tengok the writer begins the text by, so awak kena cari yang mana betul, true and false lah ni. So you have to make sure that A ke B ke C ke D ke yang betul. Macam tu. Okay. And then in paragraph 2, it is evident that. Evident yang mana betul lah. Yang mana A ke B ke C ke D yang betul. Meaning betul ni, apa maksud true ni ataupun false ni. Kalau true, the meaning in the answer dekat sini ni same meaning. Same meaning with the statement, okay? The statement in the text. In the text. Sama maksud. Okay, itu maksud dia lah. Itu cara dia awak nak determine. So macam mana awak nak tengok, awak kena match. Meaning dia sama tak? So kalau meaning dia sama, that is the answer. Okay, sama je. Dia punya jenis soalan sama for text 6 and 7. Okay, so that's why I'm not going to focus a lot lah on this one. Okay, so before we go to listening, ada soalan nak tanya? Reading? Tak ada?
Madam,
Yes.
selalu soalan reading ni soalan dia in sequence ke ataupun kadang-kadang dia ada macam random macam
In
yang
sequence.
ni in sequence.
In sequence. So maksudnya dalam satu paragraf, dalam satu teks tu, soalan yang pertama tu mesti paragraf yang awal. Lepas tu dia ikut sampai bawah. Okay. Cuma sometimes soalan dia macam yang kalau dia tanya pasal text structure tu, I mean the answer you must follow text structure macam tadi, yang Burma tu tadi. You kena patah balik sikit ke atas because you have to make sure that they are from Burma. Kan? Sebab mungkin dalam cerita tu, nampak tak dalam cerita tu ada Burma, ada India. So dia sebenarnya dekat India ke dekat Burma tu masa tu. So you have to make sure that you get the idea. So to get the idea mungkin you kena reverse sikit, naik paragraf yang atas-atas sikit. Okay. Ataupun sometimes you kena ke bawah sikit-sikit. Tapi normally memang dia akan ikut sequence daripada paragraf awal sampai akhir. Okay, so you don't have to be afraid of the sequence of questions lah. Dia akan ikut paragraph. Okay, alright. Now lagi? Tak ada dah? Okay, let's go to listening lah ni. Okay, so bismillah. For listening, kalau awak tengok listening ni, apa konsep dia listening, macam saya cakap sama macam reading. Your job is to get the information. Tapi listening awak tak nampak dia punya info, you have to listen. So when listen, okay, when you are listening, dia akan ada preparation. Okay, so pre-listening pre-listening, apa yang awak kena buat? Satu, you have to make sure that you focus. Take out everything. Take off ke apa ke, buanglah semua awak punya jam ke, jangan buanglah, I mean simpan. Okay, so simpan, jangan ada keceng nak jadi kajol ke apa nanti dulu, kemudian after the test. Okay, simpan dulu. Why? Because I don't want you to be distracted during the listening. Listening process tu lah. So jangan, get ready dengan pencil. And untuk reading dengan reading dengan listening, you must answer the question immediately dalam OMR paper tu. Dalam reading tadi saya lupa nak cakap. Sepatutnya lepas jawab soalan, terus transfer the answer. Sebab nanti diorang tak tunggu. Okay. Habis masa kena terus hantar OMR paper tu. So terus transfer ke dalam OMR paper. Okay. Sama juga dengan listening. You answer soalan tu, you tick, terus transfer the answer onto the OMR paper. Kena terus transfer. Why? Because they are not going to wait for you to transfer the information. Information pula answer. Okay. So awak kena ingat tu. And then after that, before you listen also, you must make sure that your eyes dengan your ears coordinated ni. Coordinate tu kena sama. Maksudnya mata awak bergerak daripada kiri ke kanan, telinga awak pun kena bergerak daripada kiri ke kanan. Bukan telinga awak bergerak literally. Maksudnya apa awak dengar tu sama. Okay, jangan mata awak dekat atas tapi telinga awak duk dengar benda kat bawah dah. Lepas tu mula awak pening dan sesat akhirnya. Okay, tak boleh. Mata awak berpusing-pusing macam tu. Mana ni, alamak aku dah sesat. Okay, so you have to make sure that when you listen, mata awak ikut audio, telinga awak pun ikut juga the audio. Barulah kita panggil ada coordination antara mata dengan telinga. Very important. Okay, dia bukan semata-mata mendengar je listening ni. Okay, dia sama juga dengan reading. It involves a lot of skills. Yeah. Okay. Now let's look at what the process ataupun the strategy. Okay, since I told you reading and also listening sama, so I want to show you the skills dulu. Awak tengok sini. On the right dekat sini kan. Skills tu, can you see that? Listening to flow of ideas. Tadi reading flow of ideas. Yang ni listening to flow of ideas. Sama je. You kena dengar synonyms. You kena dengar text structure. Listen to conjunctions. Kata hubung. Tadi masa reading ada tak awak tengok kata hubung? Ada. Ada tak tengok adverbs macam more, after that, again, later? Ada juga. So kena tengok dalam listening pun sama. Okay, the sequence of the events paling penting kalau dalam listening. Because dia punya text structure usually about story, narration. So mesti ada macam past ke future ke, yang mana satu dulu, yang mana kemudian. Okay, and then sometimes bila dah pergi ke belakang sikit, contohnya macam part 4, dia akan ada problem solution, cause and effects. Sama juga part 3, ada cause and effects, problem solutions. Okay. And then after that, you look at here, listen to negative words ataupun statements tadi, sama juga. Okay, connotation, negative, positive. And in listening, since it is spoken language, you must listen to emotions juga. Emotions, humor contohnya. Hahaha, I'm just kidding. So tu bukan answer lah kalau dia kidding tu. Okay, and then advice ke, kan? Sarcasm, all of these things are important to get the meaning when you are listening. Kenapa? Sebab listening adalah spoken language. Spoken language dia punya function a little bit different than reading. Tapi skills yang awak kena guna adalah sama. Okay, faham ya? Dia punya skills ya. Now, strategy. So, nak jawab soalan listening, bukannya terus je baca soalan grek macam tu. Tak. Okay. So, if you look at on the right here, I have stated the strategy. Number 1, you kena baca soalan dulu. So, when I said baca soalan, it means baca soalan only, not the choices of answers. Okay, baca soalan highlights the keywords. So, keywords ada 2, remember, locate and also meaning. Okay, now, I will play the recording. Saya nak awak dengar instruction dia. Dia akan bagi tahu instruction kan. Okay, sekejap mana listening. Okay, share. Kejap saya share sound. Okay, listen.
Malaysian University English Test, Session 2, 2021. Listening. There are 5 parts to the test. You will listen to each part twice. As you listen, indicate your answers on the multiple choice answer sheet. Please ask any questions now because you must not speak during the test. Now open your question paper and look at part 1.
Dia cakap je boleh open the paper. Cepat-cepat pergi part 1, baca soalan. Tak perlulah nak tunggu. Okay, alright. Sebab selalunya the next one, dia bagi tahu macam ni. Dengar.
Part 1. Listen to a conversation between Zul and his friend Amy. As you listen, choose the correct answer for questions 1 to 7. You now have 30 seconds to look at the questions.
Nampak dia cakap you have now 30 seconds to look at the question. Sedangkan tadi dia dah bagi dah. Dia dah cakap dah, okay, now you can open the question paper. Masa tu cepat-cepat tengok. Tengok je. Okay, because arahan nanti lepas tu dia suruh awak tengok lagi 30 seconds tu dia akan bagi. So, siap-siap dah tengok soalan sahaja. Okay, kenapa? Kalau yang 30 seconds tu memang tak sempat awak nak tengok semua. Tapi kalau awak dah start immediately after, now you can open your paper, insyaAllah sempat semua. Tapi untuk part 2, part 3, sama, dia akan bagi part 2 30 seconds juga. So 30 seconds, it is not enough for you to read together with the choices of answers. No, not enough time. So what you have to do is, you kena baca soalan je dulu. So baca soalan, highlight the keywords. So Zul and me met at. So you have to listen to a place. Okay, however, you have to understand here, a test is to make your life miserable. Macam reading kan. So reading, soalan dia guna perkataan lain. Tapi dalam teks dia guna perkataan lain, synonymous. So what are the synonyms for all the choices of answers tu nanti? Awak kena fikir. Okay. Contohnya, because dia cakap met at a place. Tapi mungkin untuk dapat information regarding the place, you have to listen to verbs contohnya. Instead of school, okay, ataupun university, awak dengar perkataan, what are you doing? Oh, I'm studying now. Bla bla bla. So, studying mungkin dekat school ataupun university. Nampak tak tu? Okay. Ataupun awak boleh dengar description macam what you often come to this library, nampak tu. Okay, so dia bagi tahu focus on come to library. So the synonyms are there. Sama tak macam reading? Sama, cuma dalam listening you have to listen. Be sensitive to words. Okay, cuma untuk dia punya strategi, baca soalan je dulu. Baca soalan. Okay, so number 1 dah baca. Lepas tu number 2 pula dia cakap favorite subject. Jangan lepas perkataan favorite subject. In school was past tense. Past tense class. Past tense. Kenapa? Entah-entah cerita dia nak bagi awak pening kepala. Dia ada cerita sekarang dia tak suka biologi. Tapi dulu masa sekolah. Nampak tak? Dia ada present and past. So you must be very careful. Okay? So listen to past information dekat sini. Okay? And math ke English ke science ke, after this you have to listen to connotation lah. Kalau connotation negatif, maksudnya bukan favorite. Tapi kalau connotation positif, contohnya dia cakap, oh that is the reason why you hate. Kalau hate, maksudnya tak suka lah. So bukan favorite lah. So listen to negative and positive connotation. Penggunaan perkataan tu. Okay. And then number 3. Where did Auntie Sally complete her highest level of education? So ada 3. Class, a test is to make your life miserable. So awak kena buat apa? Okay, awak kena get ready. InsyaAllah awak kemungkinan besar akan dengar ketiga-tiga ni. Dia akan cerita pasal semua. Yale dia cerita, University Malaya pun dia cerita, London pun dia cerita juga. So your job is to listen to what? Flow of ideas. Nampak tak dekat sini kan? Sama tak macam reading? Sama. Okay. Number 4, the main reason. Main. Jangan tinggal perkataan main tu. Meaning. Okay. Reason Auntie Sally returns to Malaysia. Kenapa dia balik? Returns to Malaysia. Main ni dia menunjukkan emphasis, penekanan. So ada tak perkataan yang menunjukkan penekanan? Kan dia tekankan tujuan utama. Dia mesti ada repetition contohnya, ataupun dia guna very heavy words. Heavy words ni maksud dia macam dia macam memberi kesan yang ni lah, strong words lah. Strong words. Okay, contohnya macam the only reason, ditambah only untuk menunjukkan penekanan. Okay, itu contoh emphasis. Alright, number 5. Amy chose to study in in University of Malaya because she wants. So because ni apa? Purpose ataupun reason kan? She wants apa? Okay. Kena tahu dia nak apalah dekat sini. And then number 6, Zol's parents will not fly with him to Australia. Sama juga. Tapi dia punya keywords dekat sini, parents not fly. Okay, so when you listen after this, you might be listening to different words. Bukan not flying, mungkin dia guna perkataan will follow you, will send you instead of fly. Tapi kenapa dalam soalan dia guna fly? Sebab nak pergi Australia kena terbang. Kan? Nak berenang lama sangat. Okay, so kena terbang, naik kapal terbang. Alright, so that is the reason why soalan dia guna not fly. Tapi dalam teks mungkin dia guna perkataan will your parents follow you ke? Will your parents send you there ke? Dia tak guna perkataan fly. So get ready with synonyms again. Nampak tak benda yang sama sahaja? Okay. And then the next one is kita ada soalan number 7. Dia cakap map. Okay, map shows kan. Alright. Kelas, tadi bila saya cakap tadi, baca soalan sahaja, baca cepat-cepat within 30 seconds. Macam saya nampak lama. Kenapa? Because I explained to you how to analyze the question. So apa yang saya buat tadi, saya demo macam mana nak analyze the question. So once you have done reading the question, nombor 7, cepat-cepat naik pergi soalan nombor 1, baca A, B, C. Sebab nak dengar dah ni. So when you go back to soalan nombor 1 balik tu, meaning that you are ready for the first round. Okay, so what you have to do during the first round? First round, dengar, jawab soalan. Tak payah nak take note ke, tak payah nak tulis apa, tak payah. Dengar dan cuba jawab soalan. In the second session, second round, you listen. Masa tu, you check, verify your answer or you focus on the questions that you have missed. Masa first round, kalau ada yang terlepas, jangan risau. Tak payah baca balik, alamak nombor dah tiba-tiba dah dengar Yale University. Nombor 2 tak jawab lagi sebab termenung punya pasal. Okay, alright, so kalau alamak, jangan. Awak jangan baca agak-agak apa jangan fikir lagi. Teruskan dengan nombor 3 dan habiskan dulu sampai nombor 7. Lepas tu nanti the second round fokus jawab soalan yang tertinggal tu tadi. Jangan menggelabah. Okay, stay calm. You have another chance after that. Okay, are you ready? Kita cuba buat part 1 ni. Sebab part 1 ni akan bagi input ataupun idea for you to do the rest of the listening part after this. Okay, ada soalan sebelum saya start ni? Tak ada ya? So get ready You listen and answer the questions ya.
Part 2. Listen to a talk by Zaini Ahmad, a non-governmental organisation, NGO
Mana pula datang ni
representative.
part 2? Sorry, salah part. Okay, ni.
Part 1. Listen to a conversation between Zol and his friend Amy. As you listen, choose the correct answer for questions 1 to 7. You now have 30 seconds to look at the questions. Now listen carefully and indicate your answers on the multiple choice answer sheet.
Hi, Amy. What a surprise to see you here.
Oh, hi, Zul. I'm shopping to enter university next week. I'm waiting for my mum. She's at the food section now.
Congratulations, Amy. I heard that you received an offer to study at University of Malaya. Is that right?
Yes, I'll be studying law there.
Tell me, why did you choose law?
You know, ever since my school days, I have always liked English. I love reading books, especially books about law. I enjoy reading how the lawyers argue their cases in court. Also, I never miss any TV shows about the law, such as Law and Order and Suits.
Now I understand why you don't like maths and science.
Oh, yes, you know me well. I'm not like you. I really don't like numbers.
So you want to be a lawyer because of the books you have read?
Not really. You know my Auntie Sally, the one I always talk about? She is my hero. She always tells me to study law like her. Auntie Sally did her first degree in law at University of Malaya. She then continued her master's at London School of Law. Finally, she did her PhD at Yale University.
Wow, Yale. That's a famous university. Your auntie must be so clever. What is she doing now?
She is a lawyer. She has her own firm in Washington. She often comes back to Malaysia for work. While she's in Malaysia, she also visits her family. I really admire her achievements and success in her career.
No wonder you respect her so much. I would really love to learn the secrets of success.
Sorry. Okay. Okay, guys, please check your microphone. Please turn off your mic.
Kak, bye.
Okay, everyone, please check your microphone, yeah? Please check your microphone. I cannot identify who is that? Alamak. Miss Shafika, could you please check? Tolong check. Okay, sekejap. Saya tak boleh nak check. Okay, alright, now continue. Okay, jom kita continue ya. Saya ke belakangkan sikit dan kita continue.
respect her so much, I would really love to meet her to learn the secrets of her success. Why did you choose University of Malaya?
Good question, my friend. University of Malaya is one of the top universities for law. Many famous lawyers graduated from University of Malaya. This is the reason why I chose University of Malaya. Another attraction is the lecture halls. They have the latest technology. On their website, I found that the university has student exchange programs. I hope to spend one semester away in a foreign university.
You sound like you can't wait to start. So, when do you register?
Next Monday.
Will your parents be sending you there?
Yes, my parents will be sending me there. My younger brother will help me carry all my stuff to my hostel. Oh, I almost
Oh,
forgot.
okay.
Zol, congratulations for passing your A-levels with excellent results. When are you flying to Australia, Dr. Zol?
Amy, please don't call me doctor. I haven't even started my studies yet. I will leave at the end of this month. I am not so lucky like you because my parents will not come with me. The plane tickets are too expensive. I will travel with a group of other students. One officer from the Perdana Scholarship Program will accompany us. By the way, where is your hostel? Is it near the university?
I think so. All first-year students will stay at hostels in the university. It's so easy for me. It takes only 5 minutes to walk from the hostel to the lecture halls. A big student center is opposite the lecture halls. At the student center, there are food courts and mini markets. The student center is between the library and a huge common study area. I just can't wait to start classes. I'm so excited.
Oh, look, here comes your mum.
I have to go now, Zol. We'll meet up again soon.
Sure, I'll call you. Bye. Take care.
Now you will listen to the recording again.
Hi, Amy. What a surprise to see you here.
Oh, hi, Zol. I'm shopping to enter university next week. I'm waiting for my mom. She's at the food section now.
Congratulations, Amy. I heard that you received an offer to study at University of Malaya. Is that right?
Yes, I'll be studying law there.
Tell me, why did you choose law?
You know, ever since my school days, I have always liked English. I love reading books, especially books about law. I enjoy reading how the lawyers argue their cases in court. Also, I never miss any TV shows about the law, such as Law and Order and Suits.
Now I understand why you don't like maths and science.
Oh, yes, you know me well. I'm not like you. I really don't like numbers.
So you want to be a lawyer because of the books you have read?
Not really. You know my Auntie Sally, the one I always talk about? She is my hero. She always tells me to study law like her. Auntie Sally did her first degree in law at University of Malaya. She then continued her master's at London School of Law. Finally, she did her PhD at Yale University.
Wow, Yale. That's a famous university. Your auntie must be so clever. What is she doing now?
She is a lawyer. She has her own firm in Washington. She often comes back to Malaysia for work. While she's in Malaysia, she also visits her family. I really admire her achievements and success in her career.
No wonder you respect her so much. I would really love to meet her to learn the secrets of her success. Why did you choose University of Malaya?
Good question, my friend. University of Malaya is one of the top universities for law. Many famous lawyers graduated from University of Malaya. This is the reason why I chose University of Malaya. Another attraction is the lecture halls. They have the latest technology. On their website, I found that the university has student exchange programs. I hope to spend one semester away in a foreign university.
You sound like you can't wait to start. So, when do you register?
Next Monday.
Will your parents be sending you there?
Yes, my parents will be sending me there. My younger brother will help me carry all my stuff to my hostel. Oh, I almost forgot. Zol, congratulations for passing your A-levels with excellent results. When are you flying to Australia, Dr. Zol?
Amy, please don't call me doctor. I haven't even started my studies yet. I will leave at the end of this month. I am not so lucky like you because my parents will not come with me. The plane tickets are too expensive. I will travel with a group of other students. One officer from the Perdana Scholarship Program will accompany us. By the way, where is your hostel? Is it near the university?
I think so. All first-year students will stay at hostels in the university. It's so easy for me. It takes only 5 minutes to walk from the hostel to the lecture halls. A big student center is opposite the lecture halls. At the student center, there are food courts and mini markets. The student center is between the library and a huge common study area. I just can't wait to start classes. I'm so excited.
Oh, look, here comes your mum.
I have to go now, Zol. We'll meet up again soon.
Sure, I'll call you. Bye. Take
Bye.
care.
All right, done.
That is the end of part 1. Now turn to part
2. Okay, done. So now let's check the answers, okay? Number 1, the answer is shopping mall.
Mall.
Betul tak? Kenapa? Awak dengar perkataan apa?
Shopping
Shopping.
university.
Food section.
I'm shopping for apa? Dia dah cakap terus terang dah. Oh, tak sangka jumpa awak kat sini, dia cakap. Yang the man cakap kan. I never thought to meet you here, apa benda dia cakap, macam itulah lebih kurang. And then the girl said, oh, I'm shopping for what? University, kan? So the word I'm shopping is a verb. Dia sebenarnya tukar ni, parts of speech. Shopping mall is a place, noun, kata nama. I'm shopping is a verb. Okay, dia tukar parts of speech, the function of word. So I consider that as vocabulary lah, synonyms. So that is why the answer is C. Okay. Yang ni awal-awal lagi, saat keberapa awak dah boleh dengar dah. Okay. And then after that, number 2, the answer is in English. Apa vocabulary yang awak dengar? English tu tadi. Dia cakap apa? I have always
Like
liked.
reading books.
Yes, reading books. Tapi dia cakap reading
About
books dalam
law.
bahasa apa? About law in English. Betul tak? Dia cakap kan?
Betul.
About law. And then the word math and science, the friend said, the man, the boy tu, dia cakap apa? That's the reason why lah you don't like maths, don't like science. So connotation penggunaan no, not tu dengan math dengan science. Okay, tapi English, I have always liked. Nampak tu positif. Okay, number 3. Which one the answer?
Yale.
Yale kan. Yang ni awak kena tahu dia punya highest. So kena hati-hati. So the answer is Yale University because the highest is PhD. Okay. Tapi cuba awak tengok dekat sini flow of ideas dia kan. So it is like a sequence. Sequence lah. Mana degree, lepas tu master, lepas tu PhD. Senang je nak dengar. Alright. Now, number 4. What is the answer? Number 4. Visit the family ke ataupun work purposes?
Work purposes.
Jawapan dia sebenarnya C, bukan B. Okay, kenapa? Because dekat sini you have to identify main idea. Main idea dia, lepas tu dia siap emphasize lagi. Dia emphasize apa? Often come back to Malaysia for work purposes. Dia cakap kan, often come back. Maksudnya dia balik untuk kerja. Lepas tu dia ada kata hubung, while. While tu adalah additional idea sahaja. So which one is the main idea ataupun the emphasized one adalah work. Tapi sambil itu dia visit family. Okay. Macam mana awak tahu which one is important, which one is not important? Because visit her family comes after the main idea which is for work purposes, and then dia digabung dengan hanya menggunakan conjunction while. Dia tak ada pun perkataan yang emphasize. Tapi tak ada. However, the main purpose ataupun however, the reason why, tak ada. Itu menunjukkan emphasize. However tu dia akan menunjukkan emphasize sikit. Okay, emphasizing the idea lah. Tapi dekat sini tak ada. The emphasis of the idea ataupun the speaker tadi emphasize on work. Okay, yang tu adalah additional information. Sebab tu saya tulis macam ni, main idea, emphasized, additional idea, dia guna kata hubung while je, tak ada fokus dekat situ. Okay, sama juga number 5. 5 pun about identifying main idea. So which one is the main idea yang dia emphasize dekat situ?
Famous
Become a
lawyer.
famous lawyer.
Yes, become a famous lawyer. Dekat situ dia emphasized. Lepas tu dia cakap apa additional, apa dia cakap tadi, perkataan dia I can't remember lah. Yang lain tu,
Attraction, madam.
oh yes, additional attraction. So attraction additional sahaja, bukan main. Okay, so that is the reason why the answer is B. Bukannya facilities, bukannya nak join student exchange program, because that is only additional. Nampak cara perkataan tu, the choice of words yang dia guna. Sama tak macam reading? Sama, awak kena faham the concept of vocabulary tu. Apa yang vocabulary tu bawa? Kenapa kita guna but? Kenapa kita guna while? Because while to show additional information dalam satu ayat. Itu awak kena faham tu, how we use words. Sebab tu bila kita cakap contohnya kan, I love you. Nak cakap sayang gila mula lah. I love you very, 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 very much. Kenapa kita letak very? Because we want to emphasize our feelings that sangat sayang lah. Tapi cuba kalau tak berapa nak sayang. Do you love me? Yes, I love you. Dengan tone pun lain kan. Lepas tu gitu je jawab I love you. Tak ada pun very. Kan? Nampak? Kenapa? Because it changes meaning. Alright. Now, number 6. Apa? Number 6 jawapan dia.
A.
A. Okay, A cause. Okay, kat sini awak kena nampak flow of ideas dia tu. Okay, dia sebenarnya cause and effects. Cause dia adalah the price is expensive. So as a result, dia punya kesan parents cannot follow. Lepas tu dah memang clearly dia cakap, I'm not so lucky like you. My parents cannot follow because the price is so expensive. Dia cakap macam tu tadi kan. Alright, now the last one. Okay, ini map. Betul tak? Okay, map. Kalau map, map yang macam ni simple, but sometimes they can give you much difficult maps. Contohnya macam session 1 ke session 3 2021. Awak kena cuba tengoklah session lain, dia ada bagi map hotel ke tak silap saya, macam tu lah, okay. And then after that ada yang pasal bedroom. Bedroom tu session 1 2020. Okay, dia ada pasal bedroom. So kalau map ni awak kena hati-hati because sometimes questions related to maps, dia ada benda macam ni. Direction. So you have to determine, okay, where you are at in the what map tu. So awak kena cari, you are here kan, macam kita tengok map dekat shopping mall kan. So awak kena cari awak dekat mana by listening to the information lah. So contohnya kalau lah dia cakap ada pintu masuk dekat sini. So awak kena faham dia arah dari sini ke sini. So hidung ke sini tu, hidung tu. Okay, look at the hidung. So the hidung is this way. It means that kalau hidung awak what on this side, so it means that dekat sinilah sebelah kanan, dekat sinilah sebelah kiri. Left right awak bertukar lah. Bukan sini left sini right. Kalau awak tengok macam sekarang ni, inilah left, inilah right. But in the listening, you have to make sure that you listen to the direction in the audio. So kalau dia cakap from the door, and door dekat sini, memang masuk dia dari sini. So awak kena bayangkan awak menghala ke sini lah. So hidung awak ke sini. So the right and left pun berubah. So if you think you need to turn the paper, kan, tu pusing je lah paper awak, tak ada masalah, tak peliknya. Tak adalah orang nak kutuk awak, dah kenapa kau pusing paper pula? Tak payah risau, pusing je paper tu. Okay, alright, why? Because it is to help you to listen and understand the map. Kan? So kalau perlu pusing, because you need to know the direction. Okay, so for this one, jawapan dia adalah B. Okay, apa yang penting kat sini? Vocabulary related to position. Position sama ada static position, on, in, opposite, between. These are static. Dia tidak bergerak. Tapi ada juga position yang motion, pergerakan, which is towards. Contohnya along. So awak kena hati-hati mendengar maps. Okay, so belajar sikit perkataan for maps. So belajar position, okay, motion, apa lagi? Lepas tu space. Okay, and then distance. Macam jarak ke apa ke kan, kena tahu juga. Farther, further, closest, nearest. Kena tahulah apa maksud-maksud dia ni semua. Okay, and then untuk map kena ingatlah. Alright, dia ada what we call that direction. So kalau yang ada direction tu, hati-hati left and right awak dekat mana. Okay, alright, so do you have any question for part 1? Ada? Tak ada ya? Okay. Salah satu cara lagi nak belajar listening ni adalah dengan cara awak letak jawapan dia siap-siap. Yang ni awak buat, awak dengar, awak jawab soalan. So this is normal listening practice. Another way is you put the answers. Already put the answers and then only you listen to the recording, but you listen for what? You listen to verify your answers. Okay, macam mana nak buat? Cuba kita buat ya sikit. Kita buat 2-3 soalan untuk part 2 ni. Okay, part 2 skills dia sama macam part 1. So I'm not going to repeat on that. But I'm going to show you how can you study on your own at home. Dengan cara lain, saya panggil dia reverse. Reverse listening. So reverse macam mana? Saya siap-siap bagi jawapan. Nombor 8 B. Nombor 9 B. Nombor 10 B. Now, I want you to listen and then I want you to grasp the vocabulary. Kenapa? Because your job is to verify the answer. Kalau awak buat listening terbalik macam ni, you will become more sensitive to keywords and also flow of ideas, tadi skills. Your focus is on the skills rather than focusing on the what we call that answers. Cuba kita buat. Okay, dengar nombor 8 sampai nombor 10 ni awak verify the answer. Okay, kita buat. Mana tadi? Okay.
Part 2. Listen to a talk by Zaini Ahmad, a non-governmental organization NGO representative sharing about food wastage. As you listen, choose the correct answer for questions 8 to 14. You now have 30 seconds to look at the questions.
Okay, tengok soalan lah. So dia cakap finishing food. Betul ke? Comes from source.
Now listen carefully and indicate your answers on the multiple choice answer sheet.
A very good morning, students. I hope everybody had a good breakfast today. Did you finish all your food? If you did, that's great. Congratulations. It shows you appreciate food and you don't waste. I'm so proud of you. I'm Zaini Ahmad from an NGO called Food for All. I'm sure you can guess the topic of my talk today. Yes, wasting of food. Do you know that every day restaurants around the world throw away plenty of food? At the same time, many people are dying from hunger. It's sad, isn't it? We Malaysians produce about 38,000 tons of waste every day. And out of this, 16,000 tons is food waste. 3,000 tons of the food waste that goes to the rubbish dump can actually be eaten. And this could have fed around 2 million people. We are lucky to have a lot of food and we see food everywhere here in Malaysia. We see people eating and enjoying meals at street stalls, food courts, restaurants and hotels every day. And food waste can increase by up to 50% during festivals. Why does this happen? This is because Malaysians don't feel guilty about wasting food. It never occurs to them that other people may be starving. How is food wasted in our country? The number one source of food waste is from our home.
The second source is the night markets and Ramadan stalls. The third source is waste from the food courts, and lastly, the hotels. Wasted food is still ending up in our rubbish dumps and space is running out.
Alright, saya stop dekat situ sebab dah habis dah sampai nombor 10. Did you get the ni tak? Keywords dia ataupun the synonyms ataupun the bukti lah, dia punya evidence. Nombor
Nampak, madam.
nombor 8 pula. Yelah nombor 8B kan, dia cakap apa? Did you finish the food? If you finish the food, congrats. Kan dia cakap congratulations. Nampak? So awak jadi apa? More sensitive to vocabulary dan if you realize your eyes dengan your ears jadi lebih teratur, dia akan jadi together. Can't you see that? Berbanding dengan the normal listening skills yang awak buat tadi. Awak dengar, lepas tu awak jawab soalan. Dia jadi lain sikit. Kan? Dia ada kesan dia berbeza ya. So, you can try both. Number one, you can try answering the question and then after that, awak jawab soalan, check jawapan ataupun awak terus tulis jawapan dan only you yang verify the answer betul ke tak. Okay. So bila you verify your answer, awak boleh nampak your eyes to following the vocabulary, following the story sama dengan telinga awak. Contoh nombor 9 ni, awak kena follow, awak akan nampak number 38 dia cakap 38,000 tons, lepas tu 16,000 tons tapi awak akan perasan from tu dia punya what we call that macam kata hubung yang menunjukkan the idea is connected to 16,000 tons tu tadi. So that is the reason why the answer is B because we are focusing on the what we call that how much food waste. Kalau 38 ni overall all types of waste. All types. Tapi kalau food yang ini. Alright. So awak dah dengar dah dia punya jalan cerita, flow of ideas. So you will be more sensitive to that. Okay. Alright. Nombor 10 jawapan dia because you dengar number 1. Macam tu. Lepas tu the number 2. Senang sangat. So that is the reason why the answer is B. Number 1, the greatest amount is from the homes. Dah habis cerita. Okay. So try lah nanti insyaAllah. Now kita nak buat part 3. Okay, kita nak cuba buat part 3. Okay, still ya kita ada masa lagi dalam 6 minit macam tu. Part 3 dia lain sikit compared to part 1, part 2 dengan part 4 and 5. 4 and 5 dia sama je macam part 1 and 2 juga. So I'm not going to focus so much on that. Cuma you kena tahu part 4 and 5 they are more difficult in terms of text structure and also unfamiliar topics. They are about academic topics selalunya. Okay, so you just need to get ready with more vocabulary, higher level of vocabulary and also structure of sentences lah. Okay, now part 3 dia lain sikit. Part 3 is similar to part 5 in reading. Your job is to see how the vocabulary works in the whole paragraph. So in part 3 for listening, you have to listen to the vocabulary and look how the vocabulary works in the whole speech. So usually it goes back to the repetition of vocabulary. Perasan tak dia punya vocabulary kalau dalam reading, apa university, konsep dia, university dengan talent ada related. Okay, so dalam listening selalunya lebih mudah compared to part 5 reading. Tapi konsep dia sama, cara dia sama. So your job is to identify the repeated words. The repeated words yang lagi banyak sama repeated, itulah main idea dia. Because your job is to identify the topic, which is the main idea. So antara A, B, C, D, E ni, contohnya Jerry cakap pasal apa. Okay, however, when you listen to the text after this, you might be listening to more than one of issue. Ini isu lah main idea dia. Contohnya Jerry ni dia akan sebut pasal semua A, B, C, D, E. Dia sebut semua. Tapi yang mana satu main idea. So this main idea can be identified by listening to the repetition of vocab tadi. Okay, so awak kena buat macam tu lah. Kena dengar to the repetitions. Dan dalam question ni text structure sangat penting. Nampak tak? Saya dah tulis dah dekat tepi ni. Kalau awak tengok betul-betul, saya dah tulis dah tu. Okay, cuma your job is to practice. Okay, now let's try to do part 3 tanpa membuang masa lagi. Okay, sebab kita pun masa dah tak banyak. Dengar ya part 3 dan cuba dapatkan jawapan dia.
Part 3. Listen to 3 people, Jerry, Shazwani and Aiman, talking about their dissatisfactions of staying in a hotel. For questions 15 to 17, choose from the list A to E the main dissatisfaction according to each speaker. Use the letters only once. There are 2 extra options which you do not need to use. You now have 15 seconds to look at the questions. Now listen carefully and indicate your answers on the multiple choice answer sheet. Speaker 1. Jerry.
The only positive thing about this hotel is its location, which is near the food outlets, historical sites, and shopping malls. The staff was unfriendly and they took forever to check us in. The hotel has 3 floors but no lifts. It was inconvenient to carry our heavy luggage to our room on the 2nd floor. None of the staff at the reception counter offered to help us. When we entered our room, it wasn't soundproof. Noises from next door and down on the streets could be heard from my room. When we called the reception to complain, it took ages for them to answer the phone. To make matters worse, the staff was grumpy and rudely told us that there was nothing they could do about it. They ignored all our complaints and no apology was offered.
Speaker 2. Shazwani.
I was thrilled when given a room with a balcony overlooking the river. However, my excitement was short-lived when I discovered that the balcony door had a faulty lock. I was worried about my safety and immediately reported the problem. They transferred me to another room without any fuss. The new room had a small bathroom. There was no shower curtain and nothing to separate the shower from the toilet. As a result, after each shower, the floor was flooded and it took some time for the water to flow out. On top of that, the toilet did not work. I'll spare you the details. The towels provided were dirty and smelly.
Speaker 3. Aiman.
I was pleased that my room came with breakfast. At 180 ringgit per night, I thought that was a bargain. When I checked in, I was informed that breakfast would be served at 6:30 a.m. But I had to wait for half an hour before the cafe was ready to serve guests. On my first day, I expected a good spread for breakfast. But to my disappointment, all they served were plain fried rice, plain fried noodles, cereals, milk, toast and jam, coffee and tea. Come on, I can get all these from my kitchen. I asked for eggs, omelette or sunny side up to eat with my toast, but there were none. There wasn't even fruit juice. The menu on the second day was no better. I left the cafe angry and hungry.
Okay.
Now you will listen to the recording again. Speaker 1. Jerry.
The only positive thing about this hotel is its location, which is near the food outlets, historical sites, and shopping malls. The staff was unfriendly and they took forever to check us in. The hotel has 3 floors but no lifts. It was inconvenient to carry our heavy luggage to our room on the 2nd floor. None of the staff at the reception counter offered to help us. When we entered our room, it wasn't soundproof. Noises from next door and down on the streets could be heard from my room. When we called the reception to complain, it took ages for them to answer the phone. To make matters worse, the staff was grumpy and rudely told us that there was nothing they could do about it. They ignored all our complaints and no apology was offered.
Speaker 2, Shazwani.
I was thrilled when given a room with a balcony overlooking the river. However, my excitement was short-lived when I discovered that the balcony door had a faulty lock. I was worried about my safety and immediately reported the problem. They transferred me to another room without any fuss. The new room had a small bathroom. There was no shower curtain and nothing to separate the shower from the toilet. As a result, after each shower, the floor was flooded and it took some time for the water to flow out. On top of that, the toilet did not work. I'll spare you the details. The towels provided were dirty and smelly.
Speaker 3, Aiman.
I was pleased that my room came with breakfast. At 180 ringgit per night, I thought that was a bargain. When I checked in, I was informed that breakfast would be served at 6:30 a.m., but I had to wait for half an hour before the cafe was ready to serve guests. On my first day, I expected a good spread for breakfast, but to my disappointment, all they served were plain fried rice, plain fried noodles, cereals, milk, toast and jam, coffee and tea. Come on, I can get all these from my kitchen. I asked for eggs, omelette or sunny side up to eat with my toast, but there were none. There wasn't even fruit juice. The menu on the second day was no better. I left the cafe angry and hungry.
That is the end of part 3. Now turn to part 4.
Okay. Nampak tak the repetition of words tu tadi? Kan dia repeat. Yang number 1 tu. What is the answer, Cherry?
Staff,
A
madam.
kan? F. Mana pula datang?
Staff. Bad service.
Staff. Okay, yes. A kan? Terkejut saya dengar F tadi. Mana datang F pula? So A kan, dia cakap staff root, staff that, staff. Semua staff. Okay, so the repetition of the word staff and then grumpy, semua all negative connotation, so definitely A, bad service from the hotel workers. Staff replacement workers tu tadi. Okay, the word workers. Okay, 16, Shazwani. Teruk Shazwani ni.
D. Donkey.
Donkey.
Yes, donkey. Alright, why? Because dia cakap apa? Bathroom dia gitulah, tak ada towel kotor lah, flooded. Kan marah sungguh dia tu. Okay, and the last one. B. Aiman dia. Yes, dia cakap pasal apa? Aiman dia cakap pasal breakfast. Dari awal lagi. Senang je sebenarnya yang ni. This session berapa ni? Senang pula session 2 2021 ni. Okay. Tapi dia lebih kurang sama je. Awak cuba buat latihan session lain pun, you can see the repetition of vocabulary will help you. Okay, in order to identify the main idea, because the purpose or the design of the questions for part 3 is for you to identify the main idea. So listening to main idea, itu purpose dia. So dia sama macam reading for main idea, sama macam part 5. Macam itulah dia. Okay, so when you are reading for main ideas, usually vocabulary akan memainkan peranan. Alright. Okay. So if you look at there, kita dah sampai ke end of the ni lah. What we call that session. Tapi kalau awak tengok, kita ada part 5 dengan part 4 sebenarnya sama je lah. Kalau saya bagi tahu buat latihan pun dia akan sama sahaja sebenarnya. Sama juga macam part 5, cuma dia punya beza design of questions. Awak ada 3 dialogues. So setiap dialog tu 2 kali. Dialog 1 2 kali dengar, dialog 2 2 kali dengar, dialog 3 2 kali dengar juga. Okay, so awak jangan risau. InsyaAllah, if you focus on the questions, vocabulary dengan text tadi, text structure, insyaAllah boleh jawab. Okay, so now before I close the session, do you have any question to ask me?
Madam.
Yeah.
Nak tanya, kalau nak buat latihan untuk listening ni, nak ambil audio dia kat mana?
Okay, dekat sini sebenarnya awak boleh, tak silap saya, dalam Sebel punya, apa kita panggil tu, free of charge punya Telegram dia kan, ada. Sebel dah provide dah untuk students dia semualah, you guys lah. Okay, so check dia punya Telegram dekat bahagian files tu, insyaAllah ada. Saya pun ambil daripada situ juga. Okay.
Okay. Masih
Alright, dekat situ ada. Cari dalam Telegram ada. Sebel punya Telegram. Okay,
Okay.
thank
Last minute
you.
malah esok
Yang grammar esok, insyaAllah esok pun akan jadi a very long night lah for you kan, a very long night for us. So saya akan fokus on grammar. Grammar tu saya akan tunjuk macam mana for you to get higher bands dengan cantikkan ayat, awak punya structure, awak punya grammar, benda-benda macam tu lah. Ada, insyaAllah saya akan tunjuk esok lah. Saya dah link insyaAllah saya akan bagi esok sebab saya nak bagi malam ni tak sempat dah. Okay, so esok link the class lah saya akan bagi. Alright.
Okay.
Thank you everyone. Ni yang bagi tahu thank you ni. Okay, you are welcome everyone. I'm so sorry saya tak boleh nak reply one by one kan. So thank you everyone. Okay, thank you on Sir Bell's behalf. Saya ucapkan terima kasih sebab percayakan Sir Bell dan juga Tinker Lab kan. Alhamdulillah, terima kasih dan terima kasih juga sebab percayakan saya. InsyaAllah saya doakan awak semua band 5 lah. Nak penuhi ciri-ciri band 5 tu kena tahulah apa yang dia nak dalam band 5. Okay, ya, dia ada ciri-ciri dia kan. Awak kena tengok test specification. InsyaAllah kalau dalam kelas saya esok saya bagi tahu test specification untuk dapat band 5 tu saya akan tunjukkan lah. Okay. Lagi soalan berkaitan dengan reading, listening. You are welcome ya everyone. Okay, siapa yang nak keluar dah boleh keluar dah. Okay, cuma saya sekarang ni tengah tunggu siapa nak tanya soalan je. Anyone who wants to ask question, you are allowed to do so now. Boleh tanya lagi.
Band 6.
Band 6 sekarang dia dah tak ada dah band 6, dia ada band 5 plus.
Oh, I see.
Okay, band 6 tak ada, dia ada band 5 plus. So maksudnya band 5 plus ni equals to band 6 dululah, tapi dia lain sikit sebab sekarang ni dia dah CEFR align. So macam mana nak dapat band 5 atau band 5 plus ni, you kena ingat semuanya kena kompleks. Itu je tips yang saya boleh bagi. Semua kena kompleks. Ayat awak kena kompleks, vocabulary kena kompleks. Apa lagi kena kompleks? Penggunaan tenses awak pun kena kompleks. Connotation tadi ada vocabulary yang maksudnya yang jitu. I mean the description or the use of vocabulary is very clear. Dia kena vivid, kena jitu. Okay. So barulah dapat band 5 ataupun band 5 plus. Lepas tu the use of vocabulary and sentences tu kena nampak natural, bukan hafal. Kalau hafal, jatuh. Walaupun vocabulary awak bombastik, tapi nampak awak hafal penggunaan dia, bye-bye lah. Tada. Memang tak boleh, tak dapat markah tinggi. Okay, so itu ciri-ciri nak dapat band yang tinggi. Kena kompleks. Maksudnya writing awak kena sentences tu kena kompleks. Okay, awak punya speaking pun kompleks juga. Okay, awak tak boleh cakap dalam simple sentences. Awak kena cakap complex sentences. Kena ada because, kena ada nevertheless contohnya, kena ada even though, ataupun kena ada idiom. Boleh idiom kena ada juga. Okay. Ataupun collocation, penggunaan perkataan. Collocation ni words yang digunakan dengan another particular words. Contohnya educational institution. Kita tak cakap educational organization. Kita tak cakap educational organization, kita cakap educational institutions. Kenapa? Because this is what we call as collocation. Dia perkataan, setengah perkataan digunakan dengan another particular perkataan. Yang ni awak kena tahulah. Mental kita panggil mental illness. Kenapa kita tak cakap mental diseases? Tak ada. Mental illness. Okay. So ini kita panggil penggunaan vocabulary jugalah. Okay, insyaAllah tomorrow in my class saya akan tunjuk lebih lagi lah contoh apa semua. Alright, lagi soalan?
Yang kita bahas dalam group
Apa dia? Tak dengar. Sekali lagi.
Hari ni yang ada tips-tips tu nanti madam send dalam group
Ya, nanti kan ni lepas ni saya akan update dulu insyaAllah pagi-pagi esok. Saya hantarlah malam ni. Kejap lagi saya nak solat dulu, lepas tu saya pun penat juga. So nanti saya letak jawapan siap-siap dan what we call that, I will forward this paper tomorrow lah. Saya akan bagi dekat Miss Syafiqah dan Miss Syafiqah akan forward to all of you. Ni paper ni insyaAllah saya akan bagi. Okay. Alright, lagi soalan? Ada Ada dah? Tak ada dah?
Madam, examiner Muet ke madam?
Saya bukan examiner Muet. Okay, examiner Muet dia tak boleh what we call that, dia tak boleh bagi tahu dia examiner. Okay, kalau nak jadi examiner Muet dia tak boleh bagi tahu dia examiner. Tapi saya memang bukan examiner Muet, but I have been teaching Muet banyak, dan disebabkan saya juga trainer IELTS. Saya certified trainer untuk IELTS, so sebab tu saya tahu how CEFR works. So usually CEFR ni, kalau the test tu is aligned with CEFR, macam IELTS dengan Muet dah align kan, so dia sama, dia lebih kurang similar. Okay, that is the reason why saya tahu macam mana nak achieve band, higher band tu kena fulfill the criteria. So what are the criteria? So yang ni yang awak kena fulfill. Kalau awak tak fulfill kriteria dia ni, awak buatlah macam mana. Awak rasa awak bercakap tu macam, ya aku rasa aku cakap tu macam laju gila, dah panjang dah aku cakap. Kenapa markah speaking still rendah? Why? Mungkin awak bercakap panjang-panjang tu penggunaan perkataan tak betul, tak jitu. Nampak tu, dia kena accurate. So macam mana nak achieve the accuracy tu? Kejituan tu kena tepat penggunaan perkataan. Okay, benda-benda ni sangat penting. So ciri-ciri ni yang awak kena tahu. Writing, rasanya macam writing, semua bombastic words aku guna tapi rendah juga. Sebab examiners tahu awak guna perkataan tu sama ada awak hafal ataupun memang awak tahu nak guna the words. Okay, so kalau penggunaan tu tak betul, memang babailah markah. Because the words are not correctly used. So kalau not correctly used, memang awak tak dapatlah memenuhi ciri-ciri tu. Okay. Okay, lagi soalan? Okay, macam mana nak masuk kelas grammar saya? Awak boleh daftar guna Google Link ataupun awak contact saya. Okay, contact saya lah. Nombor saya rasanya Sebel dah forward dalam group hari tu kan? Okay, so tapi kalau awak nak ni nombor saya 012-904-6544. Tu nombor saya 012-904-6544. 6544, ya Allah. Dah mimpi dah tu. Okay, lagi soalan? Tak ada dah?
Tak ada, madam.
Alright. So insya-Allah, okay, whatever it is for reading and listening kan, ataupun speaking and writing pun, walaupun awak dah belajar banyak dengan saya, dengan Sebel, trust your own skills juga, trust your own ability juga, because you have to trust yourself, because you have been learning English for how many years? Daripada kecil sampailah umur sekarang dah berapa tahun dah 22 maybe kan awak sekarang. Okay, you have learned English, meaning that you have or you are at certain level of proficiency. So you have to trust your level. Cuma kalau awak realize that, okay, aku rasa macam teruk lagi lah bahasa Inggeris aku ni, then you cuba focus on how to fulfill the criteria tadi. Madam Aida cakap, Sebel cakap, kena ada organisation. Okay, so aku akan cuba guna organisation. Ada introduction, body, conclusion. And then Madam Aida cakap kena ada complex structure, or kena guna complex sentences for example. So macam mana awak nak practice guna complex sentences tu? Kena buat latihan lah. So instead of cakap I love you, I cannot marry you, daripada awak cakap satu simple sentences, baik awak cakap I love you, however I can't marry you. Although I love you, I can't marry you. Lagi dah jadi markah tinggi. Kenapa? Because complex sentence structure. Dapat markah tinggi dekat situ. Okay. So you dah belajar dengan kita orang. You ingat apa yang you belajar. Trust your own ability and the current proficiency level. You cuba upskill sikit-sikit yang mana awak boleh target. So awak dah tahu dah. Saya dah bagi tahu dah dalam test reading, listening, speaking, writing, semua dia akan ada penggunaan vocabulary, sentence structure, text structure. So when you are doing practices for writing, pastikan after awak buat latihan writing, awak baca balik, awak tengok, text structure aku cantik tak? The flow of idea cantik tak? Nampak tak? Kita belajar reading, but the knowledge regarding reading text structure tadi can be applied in writing. And then when you practice for writing, you are actually practicing for speaking. Nak bagus speaking, awak kena buat practice writing dulu. Why? Because when you practice writing, dia akan bagi what? Automation level ataupun automasi. Awak akan capai satu tahap automatic in your brain. Dia macam drive the car. Driving car, lama-lama awak tak payah fikir pun, macam mana nak masuk gear 1. Kan, tak payah fikir dah. Automatic, your brain can control that. So, sama juga with English. So, when you do a lot of writing practices ataupun reading practices, benda tu akan masuk dalam your memory, long-term memory. So, you can apply that for your speaking. Bila awak bercakap, awak pastikan, ada tak organisation aku? Yang introduction, body dengan conclusion tu sama tak macam writing? Sama je. Bila awak cakap pun kena ada benda tu. Kena ada main idea and then details and then conclusion. Sama je sebenarnya. Pergilah mana-mana pun sama. The skills are just the same. Can you see that? Kan sebenarnya sama je kan? Tak tahulah kalau awak tak nampak lagi, saya tak tahulah tu. Tak tahu nak cakap apa dah. Okay? Lagi? Ada soalan lagi?
Madam, saya undur diri dulu.
Alright, thank you everyone. Take care ya. InsyaAllah saya doakan everyone dapat markah cemerlang lah kali ini kan. Band 5 insyaAllah. Amin. Okay.
Amin. Right, thank you, madam.
Alright, you are welcome everyone. Take care. Okay,
Bye-bye.
bye-bye. Good night.
Terima kasih,
Thank you,
madam.
madam.
Sama-sama.
Doakan kami, madam.
Yes, insyaAllah saya doakan. Alright.
Halalkan ilmu, madam.
Ya, don't worry. Saya halalkan.
Assalamualaikum, madam.
Waalaikumsalam.
Ni
Bye-bye.
ada orang
Take care.
cakap sarang madam. Ya, dah,